and welcome to the Phoenix Rising Academy League SmaxTalk Podcast show. We are here going over the games from Week 4 last week in the Academy League, and tonight I've got with me Jet Black's very own Emma and Cam in the support in the jungle. How are you guys doing tonight?
Doing pretty well. Cameron's got no heat in his house, so it is brick out here. And yeah, we just came back from the water park, so we're kind of like really tired and greasy and cold, and yeah, we're just kind of here.
Yeah, it is a little bit warm in my apartment because I have my hedgehog in here, so he's gotta be acquainted to the heat. So yeah, it is not too cold, but I'm right next to the window, so it's a little bit better. So I'm a little bit opposite of you guys.
Yeah, no, it's like 20 degrees here. It's freezing cold.
It's not 20 degrees in the house.
Okay, not in the house. It's probably like...
It's like 65.
Maybe.
7.
Not up here. It's definitely colder. Well, that doesn't matter. I'm still cold either way. It doesn't matter. It's either cold or warm. There's nothing in between.
But yeah, well, cool. We've got you guys here on the show, and you are, clearly in the same spot, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. How's it been since you've like taken the vacation, Emma, up there?
It's weird. This is only my second time in New York because I've lived in the South all my life. I mean, I lived in like Oregon for a hot minute and North Carolina, so in Tennessee. I don't know. This still counts as the South a little bit. So I mean, I'm kind of used to the cold. I'm not. I'm really not. It's like I literally bought a jacket to come up here before I left Texas, and I get on the plane. It's like 80 degrees. I land and it's like 20, 30. And I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And Cameron's just out here in like shorts and a t-shirt. He's like, "What's up? Welcome to New York. It's not cold at all." Oh my god. So it's kind of been crazy because
East Coast gang.
Yeah, East Coast gang.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I come all the way up here. I haven't seen him since like, what's the last time we saw each other? Like,
I have no idea.
Oh god, we saw each other on our anniversary. Yeah, so it was like September, October-ish, and I've been here since the 1st. So that's how long it's been since we've seen each other. So it was nice to finally see him again, and we've been playing League.
I think I saw the 2-0 last week.
Yeah, that's why.
In the same room.
Yeah.
We got high five after a kill.
Yeah, that's why we 2-0'd, because we high fived and we won.
Yeah, you got the special synergy, the game house.
Yeah.
JB's gaming house. Welcome to the crib.
Yeah.
We got Minecraft toys and a twin size bed.
Get the MTV. Give us the MTV like crib tour.
Oh god. Okay, I can literally turn it. His room is freaking small. His bed, really tiny. All of my clothes on it because I just did laundry. And then his little brother's bed, but he never sleeps on it. He always sleeps in his parents' room.
No, it's just shoved up here.
Yeah, so
that's for the players.
That's
for the
crew.
Oh yeah,
then you open the door because we're literally in the attic. Open the door and there's the stairs. Yeah, this is like the attic.
Not an attic.
Okay, it's like finished, but
an attic is what defines an attic?
Like, it's not the original like floor plan of having a second floor. Like,
I actually don't know what defines
the
an
bathroom
attic.
you have was an installed bathroom.
No.
This is like
this house was built as a 2-floor house.
I thought your mom's okay, whatever.
All right.
I don't. The stairs are
we're
like
clearly not
up,
architects
though.
here on the
No,
podcast.
like seriously, his stairs are not like normal stairs, where you go up like this. His stairs literally go like up, but they're still the stairs, so they're freaking tiny.
Like a
And
ladder?
I'm over here like moving my feet like this to move up and down. His big ass feet, like 13, he's just like walking down. I'm just like, how are you not falling? Like I'm over here having to go on all fours to get up. I'm not used to stairs either.
Fair enough.
Whatever.
All right. Well, sounds fun. I don't really know what to say. I'm not, like I said, I'm not an architect. I can't say if that's an attic or not. But yeah, I can talk about League of Legends. So we can use that as a transition to go into the
do
games.
not Google that shit. It is right below the roof. Look, I can literally prove it to you. He has slanted ceilings. Or you could call it Cape Cod style, I guess. But no, I think it's an attic.
All right, fine. I live in the attic.
We've come to accept it. But
yes, I'm right.
But yeah, But anyway, we can dive right into the games that happened last week. We
Yeah.
we started with the Thursday division, the Fire division, and we had a lot of really competitive games going on there. We had we have a pretty clear defined top 4 in that division, and we got to see two of those teams playing against each other in the first 3 games, which is pretty awesome. We had a lot of really competitive games, and it started off with Wolfpack taking game over Akuma Scythes, which was pretty sweet. They had the Vayne pop off from Triple Lift. I am I at this point I've given up on telling him to stop picking Vayne because it seems like that's the only thing he can
He
do.
wins games. Why would he not?
He wins the games where he picks Vayne. So, you know,
I guess AD dip. He's a triple trick, and you let him have his infamous vein. So I guess
yeah.
I guess ban it.
I mean,
Nah,
yeah,
Brahms OP.
Brom OP.
Braum is really good. Yeah, but yeah, it was a really good game on him on the Vayne. All things, all
Definitely
memes aside
good.
there.
I
And
feel like
Ryanek
that
actually did really well on the Vladimir too. He was pretty
Yeah.
nuts. He had like a lot of super sweet Vladimir flanks, which is always really cool to see. And Akuma Scythes just kind of got torn apart in the late game. They didn't really end fast enough. So, yeah, that was really big there. I definitely thought that Akuma Scythes were capable of winning this game. And a lot of people that I have been speaking to have been saying that Wolfpack was probably going to be the 4th team, which means they weren't going to make it into playoffs. But now they're definitely looking like they're still contenders at this point, which is really cool.
Yeah, 100% agree with that. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm just like looking at the fact that like Vladimir has so much KP over
Yeah.
Mordekaiser, and usually in games with a Vlad and a Mordekaiser, like Mordekaiser's more present than a Vladimir.
Right.
But he's
yeah.
basically like a ticking time bomb, and they just kind of let the game go to 40 minutes, and he got to level 18. I mean, what do you expect him to do? Like, they
Yeah.
just don't lose that game after that point.
His team fights were so sick on the Vladimir too. So
Yeah. I
That
mean,
was
they
pretty
literally
awesome.
had Mordekaiser, Vlad, Vayne. Like, don't
Yeah.
let the game go over 25 minutes, or you're just griefing at that point. Who got Dragon Soul that game? I didn't watch.
It was Wolfpack who got Dragon Soul.
You
So
see right
Duh!
Right,
See?
right there, it says 4.
Okay, cool.
That's
Yeah.
what-
Dragon Soul equal GG.
I don't think there's a way to know which one it was, but
I don't
who
think so
cares?
either. But we can go back and watch the VOD. Or you guys can, because I don't think we're gonna do that right now.
Yeah, 100%.
But,
If you get Dragon Soul, you win.
Dragon Soul is very good. Specifically, Infernal Soul I think is the best one for most teams. Infernal Soul is so
Yeah.
nuts. But yeah, Wolfpack looking really solid against Akuma. But then we had another one of those like top 2 teams playing against each other. It was Aether LC Gladiators, and that one was actually a tie for first place, and it was the last game of the round robin too. So this essentially just decided which team would be in the sole possession of first. It ended up being Aether because they won both of their games today, which was really impressive.
Damn. Philios is
Damn.
smurfing.
Yeah.
Why did they have to have that unlucky Trundle on their team? Sorry, no flame.
No, he actually he looked quite uncomfortable on the Trundle for sure.
Poor
Like
dude.
Griffin.
Definitely only lock that in because it hard counters to Johnny.
Yeah, definitely. Because he even told us after the game that he's not really a Trundle player, and he just did it for
I
that.
don't think anyone's really a Trundle player.
Hey, except for like you and Excel.
Maybe.
Well, don't give away my picks.
Shh, sorry. My bad.
But yeah,
Moving on.
he's usually like a carry jungle player. His Lee Sin's really good. Even like his Zac is really good. But yeah, his Trundle did not look very good.
Yeah, I don't think Knight's Vow does that much damage.
it does not.
Carry player switches to tank, builds
He has a
Night
QSS
Owl,
though.
lock it. Oh, he has a QSS.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah,
what the-
so the reason that a lot of these people have QSS is so they can get out of the death realm. For
Well, I
Mordekaiser.
definitely understand that. I just feel like if Trundle QSSs, he just QSSs to continue doing no damage.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if you get death run by Mordekaiser, keep him in there. Please keep him in there.
Yeah, it'd honestly be better for his team if Trundle
Just
just
sit there
took
and
one for the
dance, man.
team. Just like, I'll
That's
take
kinda
it,
true.
boys.
That's kind of true, actually. Maybe he should have just thought about that and like went full magic resistance so he could just stay in there.
He was too busy using his brain power to play Trundle. Very hard to play Trundle.
Oh man.
Oh, another Trundle team?
Oh, wait, this is another
Oh,
one.
another nice foul player.
Yeah, we have another Trundle Knight's Vow player. This time though, it's on Magnum, and you could tell in this game that Magnum
He
actually
knew how to
does
play it.
play Trundle. He's not really a carry player for this team. Usually Papi Chulo is the big carry for this team, or Caliburn, and they did really well. And then Yaji on the Casio is really
their
good
team
too.
comp's kind of disgusting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
And then on the other side, we're seeing Lux mid and Kaisa.
Triple if not on Vayne.
Triple
Yeah.
if not on Vayne doesn't win.
Yeah.
They
Actually
banned his
kinda
Vayne. Told you guys. You ban his Vayne, you win the game.
Oh, they actually
Easy.
did.
Yeah, they banned
they
his
did.
Vayne.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah, they definitely did. And they the really cool thing of that Aether did here is they made it so like Wolfpack didn't pick the Vayne until like last rotation, but at that point they had already built a team around playing with Vayne because they had the Ornn, they had the Braum, and they had the Jarvan. And then once they took away Vayne, Triple was like, well, I don't know what to do anymore, so I'm just gonna pick worse Vayne. Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty sweet. And Aether with those 2 games take first place, which is really impressive.
Yeah,
I really liked their
that was well
drafting and everything.
deserved. They played
Yeah.
well.
I really liked their drafting in both of these games, and I really liked their team play as well. I think this is a very deserving first place team in this division, which is a really competitive division too. So Aether definitely the team to watch out for and the team to beat in this division for sure.
Yes, definitely one of the top teams.
Yeah. They've also won 7 games in a row. They lost their first game, so now they are 7-1, which is pretty sweet. Shout out to Aether. But yeah, and then our last game of this day was Akuma versus Shenzi's Frenzies. And
why do people pick Yumi? Don't pick Yumi. She's so bad. Like, there's so many other champions you could pick. I mean, it's literally Soraka meta. Like, she's literally 100% better. Like, if you want to pick... cough. Beats Lucian Braum. My bad.
I think the reason they didn't pick Soraka is because they knew they wouldn't be nearly as good as you. So they decided that they're not good.
Yeah, you can't outdo a triple kill bot.
JV Emma has the Soraka clip of the season.
Oh my god, that was so funny. Like, no kidding you, I could have lived there, but when I saw the Elise, I was like, do I want the triple kill clout or do I want to
You just wanted
back up?
KS
Nah, I wanted the triple kill. Yeah, you 100% would have gotten
now,
the kill.
does this guy have Lee in his name as a is that his name or does he play Lee Sin?
I actually had the same question, but I never like asked
I'm
him.
gonna look it up.
We're looking it up on his OPW.
Season 9, he's a top lane player. Season 8, he plays Xin Zhao. 90% win rate on Xin Zhao. I don't see any Lee Sin, so I think it's just a coincidence.
I guess.
Maybe it is.
Which is very good because he did go 1-8.
Yeah, he's definitely not as a elite player.
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe it was team diff. His Fiora was 1-7.
Yeah.
I think Braum Lucian kind of just took over the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to do anything.
The winning mid lane matchup was really good too. Echo is crazy good into Syndra, so Akuma just won through mid and bot really well.
Better draft, I guess.
Yeah, better draft.
Yeah, they actually did. But also Shenzi's Frenzies are in like the bottom part of the standings too, so it was kind of expected that would happen here with the Akuma sides. So Akuma sides going 1-1. I think Wolfpack did too. And then so did LC Gladiators. The only top team from this day that went 2-0 is Aether. So really good job by Aether. Yeah. Very well done. And now the standings are a little bit more spread out. Last week it was just Aether LC Gladiators tied in first, and then Wolfpack Akuma were tied in second or third, excuse me. And now because Wolfpack and Akuma sides are continuing to like stagnate a little bit, FG Prodigy taking a 2-0 is actually threatening their spot here because they're at 4-4 now. So if FG wins a game and Akuma or Wolfpack loses a game, then now those teams are tied, which is pretty crazy. Especially because FG Prodigy actually beat Wolfpack in the first round robin. So Wolfpack especially has to be really careful of FG Prodigy. And FG Prodigy plays against Akuma sides, so if Akuma loses that game, they might just be out of the contention there. So that's kind of spooky for Akuma sides. But
they definitely need to pull a 2-0 this next week then.
Yeah, they really do. They're against.
They're gonna bring out the pocket picks. Back against the wall, we're gonna see some spicy picks.
Is this a Nocturne in the mid lane?
Guaranteed.
100%. Rumble in the jungle?
Oh man.
Someone's bringing out their one trick.
I would love to see it. I would love to see that. As long as it's not like too terrible, like the Yumi.
Don't pick Yumi.
If your
Yes,
one trick
don't
is
pick
Yumi,
it.
then it's better left just picking the.
If your
hard
one
stuff.
trick is Yumi,
You
you
should-
either have no internet, you don't have a keyboard, or
Yeah,
brain,
you're-
or all three. You
you're
probably don't have all
better
three.
off playing checkers.
Yeah. Checkers.
Oh goodness.
No
Oh
fight.
man.
Respect to Yumi players.
Yeah, respect you.
Oh yeah.
Keep
Of
it real,
course.
guys.
Of course.
Ooh.
But anyway, yeah, I think I think this division's actually still really, really competitive here. I think all four of those teams are still have a really good shot because the losses that they had were only against the other teams that are like in the top four. None of them got upset, which is really big. They're just gonna have to be careful of FG Prodigy because if FG Prodigy starts getting upsets, then they actually do have to be really, really worried. But yeah, do you guys have an opinion as to which team you think is gonna drop out? Because we were kind of thinking it was gonna be Wolfpack before, but they beat Akuma Sides, and now Akuma Sides are in fourth because they don't have the head-to-head.
Akuma Sites, they yoinked their jungler though.
They did do that. Yeah.
Although he didn't. I mean, looking at the scores, I mean, he did play Jarvan, so you don't really expect to pop off on that champion. So I don't really know anything else about him, so I don't know what that means. But they did yoink him, so
Honestly,
those games are gonna be awkward.
with how the games went this week, I think Akuma size falls out. I don't know.
It's really tough because we haven't seen
I
them
don't
with
know.
Anarch, right?
Wolfpack's the one with the Vayne player, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they're definitely making playoffs.
Yeah, they may playoffs.
They're definitely
Triple
making
if more
playoffs.
like free win.
Nah, they're making playoffs.
Yeah, they're making
100%.
playoffs. 100%. Unless he doesn't get Vayne. If he
Akuma
doesn't get
size,
Vayne,
yeah.
GG.
They're
Like
Well,
they're out.
Do you think they blow up a little bit now that Anarch is not on the team? Because I think that there's a slim chance that happens.
He could be, jungler, could be the shot caller. They
Yeah.
could be doomed. But I don't think Vayne players listen to shot calling anyway.
There's so
So,
much top
There's a
all
chance
game
that
anyway.
that's probably why he left the team, honestly. We'll have to get his opinion on that.
Oh my god, that's pretty funny. All right, but yeah, I think we agree that Aether's gonna make it into playoffs.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
They would
Aether
have
and
to
Smax.
lose like all
Every
of their
They'd have
single
to pick
games.
game.
Yumi.
They have to pick Yumi every single game.
They would have to pick Yumi 6 games straight.
And Trundle and go 3-10 on
And probably Yumi mid
jungle.
at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yumi. Oh my god, Yumi mid. What the fuck? Yeah, Yumi mid, Rumble jungle, Nocturne ADC.
Kind of sounds like a broken team comp.
Yeah, I think we're getting somewhere with this actually.
Yeah, now, here's the question: when Nocturne's ulting past mid, can Yumi hop on while he's
Yeah.
I wonder if she
Of
could.
course.
Yeah, that's
definitely
pretty broken,
could.
honestly.
She
We'll have to
Okay,
try that
stop,
out.
stop,
One
stop.
of the
We're
teams. One of
we're-
y'all gotta.
we're playing that comp for real. Don't
Oh, sorry,
stop
my
talking.
bad.
Yeah, you guys are not going to want to reveal anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to
We're giving
reveal.
away-
our
We know that
toxic-
we know that literally every single person watches this show. So
Hiccup 1357 is a Yumi one trick.
Yeah, she's a Yumi one trick.
yeah, of course, of course.
She specifically said she fucking hated that channel. With like other few choices.
She refuses to play glacial mid laner. She won't take
'Cause it's
biscuits
pussy
because
shit,
they're
as
pussy
she said.
shit.
Don't be a
She's
little
definitely
She
not
did
gonna
Use
do
say that.
electrocute.
No, she did. She doesn't take I will get
That's why I love her.
anyone on our team takes biscuits, they will be flamed.
Yep, no
by our mid
biscuits.
laner, definitely.
Biscuit,
No biscuits, no glacial.
no biscuits, no glacial.
I
What's
respect
the
that.
other
That's what makes a player,
Yeah.
I
honestly.
respect that. I mean,
Oh yeah, no QSS either. You build QSS, you're
she has a problem with QSS. I think that's a respectable item.
She's no, never mind.
I like QSS.
I think QSS.
No,
is-
QSS doesn't
I
agree.
think it's a respectable item.
Yeah.
When we told her that she had to build GLP on Oriana, that one took a little convincing. She was not happy about that.
No, we told her she has to go perma Orin mid now because of Jensen winning and beat Zoe.
Oh my god.
The ultimate
yeah.
Zoe counter.
Yeah, Bjergsen played it too, so that's gaining some traction. Maybe.
No,
you
that's
guys are onto
that's
something
our
there.
angle that we're working.
Yeah.
But but anyway, yeah. Any
Okay.
any last thoughts here on the Fire Division, or we should move on? You think?
No more Yumi. Just don't play Yumi. Yeah.
And probably ban Triple F's Vayne, right?
Yeah, just
Ban his vein so they don't go to playoff.
ban Vayne.
Free
That's the
playoff
secret.
win.
That's the secret. All right.
I don't know. Maybe Riot will buff Kaisa, so then his second pick is a useful champion.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. As of
I
right
think
now,
he needs-
though, Kai'Sa's very bad.
Now, I'm not an ADC player, but some advice to my boy: maybe learn champions that aren't awful, and like MF. You know.
Oh yeah, MF.
I really don't think you need to learn how to play Sen.
Yeah. Just don't int.
You just
don't build Berserker Greaves and
although
Yeah.
playing
don't-
a play,
Wait. He's like a double lift OTP. If he plays Senna, he's gonna int, so he can't go.
well, good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck learning meta champs.
Yeah.
Expand your
Hopefully,
champ pool.
I
I
expect a Vayne player though.
I've been saying this
I
for
do
like 2
not.
weeks. I'm glad you guys shared this
I
sentiment.
honestly I feel like it's disrespectful. Like the man's trying to one trick Vayne. Vayne's not a good champion. Let him play it. If he shits on you at Vayne, you deserve to lose. Don't ban it. That's
Honestly, if you lose to someone shitty
Seriously,
ass
don't ban
one trick,
his
you're a
name.
shit player. My bad. Sorry, that's toxic.
Alright,
I'm,
no,
I'm
no.
reformed. I'm reformed. Tyler 1 reformed.
Anyway.
All right, let's move to the next
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Next
Let's
game.
go
Next
to
game.
let's go to Cinders Division. All right, so this is the Friday division.
Alright.
There are only 6 teams left. So it's like the Survivor Island out here. I don't know who's gonna be voted off next. Maybe Tempest Gaming, but
Yeah, it's looking a little rough for them.
Yeah.
yeah,
that's a little
Tempest takes another 0-2 this week.
Oh.
Yeah, and they
Mhm.
lose their first game here to Imperial Knights, but they actually do stall it out because they picked Soraka top, and that champion is good enough to where you can stall out the game to 39 minutes, even though you're losing the entire game. That
That's
champion,
pretty unlucky.
Soraka's pretty good.
Pretty good. She's literally like pick or ban. Like if you don't ban her, you pick her or you're griefing.
She's
You
really
can
good.
flex her top, mid, support, jungle, ADC. She can go anywhere. She's about to get.
I don't think
gutted
I'd
the
put her
fuck out,
jungle.
though.
You
Are you-
100%
Yeah.
jungle.
Wait, Cam, are you saying you're gonna play jungle Soraka this week?
Come on. I mean, I'll DM you.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to reveal it. Yeah, I got you.
Seriously.
I mean, after seeing the triple kill, we know that Jet Black Soraka is.
Emma's
gonna
actually
be
no.
fierce.
She literally flew up here to coach me on Soraka. Like,
I was like, okay.
this is
so-
not a pleasure trip.
So
this is
when you're about
business.
to get dove, get ready. Q on the Lucian who's griefing, who used heal the wrong way. Auto attack the Braum because he doesn't know how to use W. Auto attack the Elise because she just kind of tanked like 5 tower shots.
You literally just gave away your secret formula.
Oh my
on
God,
how to
my
play
bad.
Soraka.
Yeah,
You just
so
coached
like-
the entire league
So
on
like
how to play
when
the
they're all
most pro.
diving you start hyperventilating, so you just like press all your buttons and click at the same time, and you'll get a triple kill easy.
All
And then
right.
you press ult just for like style points.
I thought you got pressed ult just to get free assists.
Well, you can do that too. That's only solo queue though. You don't do that in team.
I
play.
thought
Only
you
solo
pressed
queue.
ult to heal yourself. No, just for style.
That's a rocket top.
Free
That's a
gold.
rocket top.
Oh, okay.
Rocket top, you heal yourself.
Okay.
Team fight, no.
Yeah.
1v1, yes.
Okay.
Thank you
I
for that
understand.
insight.
You're welcome.
I'm learning things about Soraka. I'm not a Soraka player, so I'm glad. I'm
I
learning
think
new stuff.
everyone's a Soraka
Oh yeah,
player.
everyone's a
At
Soraka
heart, yeah.
player.
At
Maybe I just
At
haven't
heart.
awoken the beast
The only thing
yet.
difficult about Soraka is not like positioning
Respecting
well.
yourself
Yeah, respecting yourself.
after you finish a game of Soraka. You just
No,
gotta
the
look in a
only-
mirror. Like I am a good
Mechanically,
person.
she's not hard to play, but managing to get a triple kill while your ADC's dead,
Yes.
that's
That's
skill.
pretty
Yeah.
tough.
Pure
Yeah.
That's
skill. You
mad
are the
skill.
best Soraka on
Yeah.
the server.
That
guaranteed.
takes
Honestly,
that,
I could have done that on Yumi
Don't
too
at
with the
me.
way that they played that. Sorry, no flame.
it takes
No
at
problem.
least 3 games of Soraka to get to that level. So
No. 4.5, just to be sure. Okay.
anyway, yeah. Let's move
Anyway.
to let's the Soraka top was very, very impressive. It was
Yeah.
not enough to win them the game though. Unfortunately, their bot side lost really, really hard, and they picked Kindred. So
Oof.
not the greatest stuff here from Tempest. But honestly, at this point, it was a little bit expected, as they haven't really picked up a win yet. So pretty unfortunate
What are you
stuff.
supposed to do with a guy named LOV Pimpin'?
Yeah.
I'm really rooting for him. Like I hope he pulls it. I hope he pulls it together. He is my favorite player. I love that name.
It's a pretty good name. Yeah. It's fun to
Yeah,
cast.
Bot
too.
kind of got smashed though. I think Varus is a pretty good champion, and I
Yeah.
think Brahm's broken.
Braum OP.
Braum is pretty
broken.
crazy. I'm glad you guys think this, because I think that Braum is the best support right now. What do you guys think? You think he's the best?
The best. I think he's top. I think you could
I don't
definitely.
know. I
pick
think
him.
Braum passive is just broken, and his E is
It
also
is.
broken.
Okay. I think that the champions kit is really good, but do I think in the meta that he's currently the strongest? No. Do I think that he's one of the top 5 champions? Yes.
Number 1, straight to the top.
Okay.
Oh, we already heard that Soraka's
mean-
number 1.
Oh no! JVM is Soraka's number 1.
Oh,
Regular
okay.
Soraka.
Regular Soraka. No, Nautilus Leona are still super strong until they do something about Aftershock or the fucking champion itself. I mean, Leona got nerfed, but not really much to
I
her
think
Yeah, not really
solo
that
queue-
much.
I think his solo queue Nautilus is definitely number 1.
Yeah,
just
solo
'cause-
queue Nautilus, yeah.
But like,
Easy
I
to
think
play.
Braum, like, unless your ADC is griefing, which is possible,
Competitive Braum
and walks ahead of the Braum and gets Nautilus hooked, then you're kind of in trouble. But if you can, like, Braum,
Yeah, I think Braum's a fine pick into.
Yeah.
he kind of just ruins the game for everyone involved.
Yeah.
Braum players can't have fun. The enemy team
You
can't.
put
So,
me on Braum. this week.
Actually,
That was not
I have
fun.
a secret pick for you guys that I've been practicing a lot. It's
Oh,
it's
okay.
Galio support. I think Galio support.
I mean, he got picked in the LCS. It's good.
Yeah.
Galio did
So
just get buffed.
Yeah.
he's really good into Leona. He's also really good into Nautilus. The only trick is you have to ban Soraka.
True.
Yeah, Soraka
because
does
you-
shit on Galio.
you will lose to Soraka.
Fun fact: hit him up, Rob, our lovely top laner. Before he swapped the top, he was a support player, and I think Galio support was his pick. Like,
Yeah.
Braum and Galio actually. Those
his
were
Galio
two.
support was
It was actually A1.
Galio's really
really
good.
annoying.
Galio
Yeah.
support's very, very good. I highly recommend it.
He played
No, I
Galio
like- I
support
like it,
before
I
they
think.
nerfed the back shit where he couldn't flash.
Oh, yeah. I think it's
Yeah.
actually better now. Because you can take Nimbus Cloak, and then you can flash at someone, and you're faster than them even when you charge the taunt. So that's pretty
Yeah.
sick.
Nimbus Cloak, low-key OP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
low key OP.
Nimbus Cloak is actually really good. I think you take it on every jungler now. Maybe? Do you take it on every jungler?
We're really just trying to get rid of all my strats. I think on there's a few.
Yeah.
I mean, Olaf, obviously. You take
Yeah,
Olaf.
Olaf,
Yeah,
of
you
course.
take anything with movement speed.
Yeah.
I think there's some champions where the movement speed doesn't really matter. Like,
Did you guys see the Darius change? We're kind of going
did
down the
not.
rabbit hole. So
Yeah.
they're buffing Darius jungle by letting his Q heal on monsters.
Well, I guess that's just our next pick. Can't remember going.
and that's
Darius
like
Jungle.
next. When's this? Like next patch?
That's 10.4. Yeah. That's when they said they're
Okay.
putting it live.
All right. I will be getting my
Do
games
they have
in order.
Soraka nerfs on there? Because if they don't,
Yeah.
right?
No, they
Yeah,
do.
Soraka's
What
getting
did
nerfed.
Yeah, so
what
they're doing a
what
couple
was the
things.
nerf?
Who knows?
I just don't want her passive to change because her
Hopefully they-
passive is what makes
Her
it relevant.
passive's,
They
her
change
passive's not changed, I don't think.
I think if you
Okay,
lock in
that's fine.
Soraka, one of your teammates should be forced to DC.
because her passive's really
Um,
really good with like her Q. Like if you remove that, then that champion's
Now,
dog shit
is there a
again.
reason for buffing Darius? Like we just
Yeah,
they
they're
got
making
bored.
Zed Jungle and all this other shit.
Oh,
They
yeah,
yeah, Zed Jungle, by the way.
Oh yeah, they did buff Zed jungle. I don't know if that's all that good, but Darius is actually going to be a jungler if
Imagine
they
being
actually do
ganked
that.
by a ZR though, like just out of nowhere, you see the shadow, and then you're just
Yeah.
See, there you go.
gangbanged
Darius
by, like,
jungle. That you want
4
to take
people.
Nimbus Cloak on. I think.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
A Nimbus Cloak jungle.
That's what made me think of it, because then you can go ghost on him in the jungle, and you Nimbus Cloak smite someone, and then you just run them down.
I'm good.
Pretty crazy stuff.
I can respect that. Although if you take Ghost in the jungle, you gotta be careful out there. It's
Yeah.
a dangerous world.
You gotta be
At least I got on
Hecarim
Hecarim.
or crazy.
Yeah. Well, the reason you can take it on
Right.
Hecarim is because he can just ult out. Like he has a get out of jail free card. Darius has no get out of jail.
You
free
don't
card.
think the
That's true.
Grace screen
his
is
only
the best
get out of jail
get
free
out of
card is
jail free
1v5.
card? Like you
Yep.
kill him.
Well,
you don't
Darius,
die.
if he
Easy.
can heal on jungle minions, he can just run to the jungle and heal.
That's true. Honestly,
He like about to die. He flashes into Raptor Pit. Cute.
he has Ghost. He can. He use Ghost.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's got to run all the way around.
He gets Callista ulted over the wall.
He just has to hold the enemy team as a Yumi.
Okay, at that point you have a Callista on your team, so you're doing something wrong. So
Yo, Callista's low key broken, bro. Exhaust the only counter.
yeah, but that's I guess
You heard
it's
it here
kind of true.
first.
You can just
Yeah,
you
triple
can
lip
just
pick
click
up
and cross
Callista. That's your next pocket pick, bro.
Hey, if you start playing Galio support, you can play like that's.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I think we literally just saved like 4 team seasons.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
All right.
everyone makes playoffs. GG.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, we just shot
So
ourselves
the
in
next
foot.
game,
Yeah.
anyway. The next game we have here was let's see. This one was SPK versus LC Avengers. SPK Defiance.
My Discord crashed. Hot.
Oh, it did?
Ah, yes. The famous Discord crash in the middle of a conversation.
Technical difficulties. Here.
Technical, yeah.
Okay.
And we're back in action.
Hey.
And we're back in action.
All right,
oh
cool.
shit. Where was this? Where was it at? Which one? Okay.
I think this is right.
Was it Kiana?
Yeah, it was the Kiana game.
Bro.
So this one was SPK
Right here, there it is.
SPK Defiance versus LC Avengers. And this game was kind of a little bit of a throw fest here.
Kiana difference.
Yeah, the
Hate that shit.
Kiana's so nuts.
No, this
actually.
team is low key. Their team comp's disgusting as well.
Kiana
Yeah, it is.
Rumble.
They've got Aphelios Braum.
Oh wait, they
in the
got
bot lane.
Zyre.
Is
Bro,
Gra-
how did they lose that game? They must have played like
look where they're playing
duty.
against.
Yeah, look at the champions they're against. Here.
Rumble, Kiana, Sejuani, Braum, and first of all, Braum's broken. Rumble's broken.
How do
Sejuani.
you lose to a guy named Blush Ooh Woo? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry.
Wait, do you actually take grasp on Sejuani?
Wait,
No,
did you
he
take
he told us after that it was a mistake.
Okay, because I'm like, I don't think
Okay,
that's a
I'm
thing.
like, I think it's
but
after
like,
cross.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's Sejuani. I don't think it matters what rune you take.
You
Yeah,
can take
he-
fucking Halo
I've been
Blaze.
seeing a lot of people take what's it, Omni Stone on Sejuani actually.
Okay, if you take Omni,
No, I've seen it too. I think it's
Yeah.
I've seen it too.
it's
'Cause
some
you can-
Korean stuff.
You can roll Predator and then
She
it's
does
pretty
well,
nuts.
like Predator, Fleet Footwork, Halo Blades. I mean, literally
I
after
just don't
shot.
see how they lose this game early though. Like, I mean, bot lane can kind of be mad just because it's Aphelios, but I feel like maybe
Yeah,
I'm
their early game is
wrong.
really good. The Renekton did not
Yeah.
work out for them. Sir Rizel,
He entered.
yeah, he did not have a good game.
No,
against
once they
the
fell
Rumble.
behind, there was no chance.
Yeah,
for them.
yeah, they
I
fall
mean,
behind. They
Jarvan should be able to 2v2 pretty much anywhere on the map.
That's
I
true.
think. Like I think every single one of their lanes wins, so I don't know how they all
Yeah.
lost. But
Oh,
messages.
I remember. So Arthedius actually ganked mid lane like 2 times, really, really early, and then the Kiana was really, really fast.
so Grass Sejuani is broken.
OP. Yep,
I-
that's what you take on
I
Sejuani
should
now,
have
guys.
looked to see how many times it actually got used, because I bet it was like 5.
He actually knew he was gonna smash Dan the Man 352. So he actually
took grass
he took
for
Grass.
the BM.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%
respect
win rate
that.
on Grasp Sedge in PRL.
I mean, true.
I really appreciate that Kiana's name though. I don't like Kiana players, but I do like that name because
Majestic.
majestic
It is
is
nice.
my favorite word.
It is a nice
Has
name.
been for a while now.
What's your favorite?
Yeah. Did I not tell you?
I
Okay,
didn't know
I'll
you
tell you
could-
about the story later because it was
yeah.
like in high school.
I didn't know we
but
could have favorite words.
Majestical was my favorite word, even though majestical is not a word. But sorry, my bad. I get distracted.
Well, yeah, Majestically was definitely the best
okay.
player in this game.
Yeah.
On the Kiana.
I
It
didn't know
was
their team
pretty
comps.
nuts.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah.
Smurf to them.
Really, really crazy stuff. But yeah, this is definitely SPK Defiance looking pretty good. I think they. So should we have this conversation now or when we talked about your division? Because I'm curious to know what you guys think about which SPK team is better. Because I think it's really close. I think it might be Defiance. It's actually
Which
super
one?
close.
Defiance is like the Kiana player, right?
Yeah,
Okay, sorry, I haven't watched very much of the other division.
that's okay.
Yeah, I think Defiance is better.
I think they're pretty good. Also, SPK is subbing out their players all the time, so
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with that.
yeah,
Like
they are.
their AD didn't
Hmm.
play.
They change their roster every week.
Their AD didn't play first game last week, and they got a new jungler and they got a new support, and
A new top, and
that was all. That was all like
other
last
new
week.
players.
I don't know. what's
Yeah,
going on.
I like this team looks really good. Like I mean,
Yeah, they're.
I don't know. I don't know if they pull off this draft every game. Like, but
Right.
they kind of smurfed on it, and they won with Grass Sejuani. I feel like they won with Grass Sejuani. I feel like that's kind of like
Yeah.
that's what decides what's the better
Salt
team.
to the wound.
They've also only lost to Essentia, which is really good for them.
Yeah, and that team's
Yeah,
kind
Essentia
of
is really good.
Yeah.
I like Essentia.
They're quite good. But yeah, this is going to be a team to watch out for sure. SPK Defiance.
Definitely.
But then we got to see LC Avengers play against another Aphelios, and this one was Essentia, so it's an even tougher opponent. And this is 2 games in a row where an Aphelios got a quadra kill against LC Avengers, and I think they should
Did
probably
our
start banning
affiliates
it.
get a quadra? I think our affiliates got a quadra too.
Right.
I
Broken
would
champ?
believe it.
Broken
You
champ.
guys had a really
Dude.
long game.
Yeah, that first game was AIDS. Yeah, Affiliates is broken. I don't know why it's getting through draft.
He's
Like,
crazy.
if you let
lot
Affiliates
of
get through
broken
draft, then you
champs.
deserve to lose. Like
No.
not to be toxic.
I definitely think other ADCs can match Aphelios. I don't think Jinx is one of them.
Yeah, Jinx is not.
Yeah.
Jinx is
I
not.
No,
don't.
but literally, like, look at that lane though. I know you don't play bot lane super much, but like right now, but Aphelios Swain is literally fucking ace. Like Swain throws out his E, like, or not even that. Like Aphelios gets his little like root shit, like on the purple one. He
Yeah.
roots you behind the minions. Swain pulls you. You lose like all your
I
HP.
think the problem
And
is
And they picked Tom Kench Jinx. Like, what did?
pretty
why?
sure Jinx takes heal and Kench takes cleanse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Or
having cleanse
the
on
other way
Tom
around
Kench.
if you want.
I mean,
but-
yeah, I mean, well,
Yeah.
no, I think you always go the cleanse on Tom Kench because he
That's
eats
true.
the Jinx to protect her from taking damage and then cleanses it.
True.
So that was either like miscommunication in the sense of Tom not eating her or Jinx just running it down.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna think
Tom
that
Kench,
Jinx ran it down.
He just gets Swain stunned and then gobbled up.
Yeah,
which it
I feel
looks
like
looks like that happened.
I think
Yeah.
he just got gobbled up that
'Cause
game.
Jinx TK just can't do anything against
No,
Aphelios.
they can't do
No.
anything against
No.
any. I don't think they can do anything against anyone.
Yeah.
Maybe they could beat a Yumi, but
Maybe.
Jinx is really immobile, and ADCs right now are not in a place where they can be super immobile.
Well,
Unless
that's what
you're
Tom Kench is for.
Aphelios
Yeah, that's
or
what
Misfortune or
yeah,
Senna.
that's what the Tom Kench is for. But Jinx just doesn't do anything.
She doesn't do well. You'd
Yeah,
have to scale
you-
to like
if
fucking
you're-
35 minutes.
If you're an immobile champion, you have to also deal damage, and Jinx
a
doesn't
lot of
in
damage.
the early game. So you.
No,
have
I
to
do like the Zac
scale.
pick though.
Yeah, the Zac.
I don't like the Spirit Rush.
I don't like
though.
the 2 and
The
7
Spirit Visage Rush.
on his KDA. That's what I don't like.
Well, I don't think you rush MR into that. I like Zac. I'm telling you, I think Zac sleeper OP.
And he has the least CS.
Well, yeah, Jungle's
He
ruined.
has small CS.
Jungle's ruined, doomed roll.
I do.
Right. There was also a Glacial Ari in this game, so you're gonna have to tell Hiccup to go and shit.
I mean,
talk
that's
you.
why
Ah.
he didn't drop 18 kills.
Yeah, Glacier already had
because-
4 kills, not
yeah,
17.
Not
so
7. What
that's-
was it, 18 or 17?
+1 for Electrocute Ari.
Yeah,
Electrocute Ari OP.
definitely. I agree. I think Fancy Talon's usually the carry in this
Although
game.
their game went 28
too.
minutes and not 50 minutes, but
Yeah,
minor
that's
details.
true.
Yeah.
Does not matter.
He's got 14 assists, so he definitely could have had.
Oh yeah, he had
17.
pressure. But I mean,
Yeah.
you got Glacial.
Yeah,
How do
you
you,
just- you
miss
just
that?
press
You
your 1
click
and
your
2
2
key.
button.
I mean, I think Glacial Ari's a good pick.
Oh
like,
yeah,
I
it's
think
good.
it's a strong pick. I just don't think
It's
it's.
pussy shit. or as Hiccup would say, that's what little bitches.
She said it in
No
the interview.
offense.
I loved
She
that.
did say it.
That
Yeah,
was so
she
funny.
did.
That was really funny.
Yeah, we were talking about it. She's like, oh my god, people take Glacial and Ari. I hate them. When we were in draft. That was so funny.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, it's definitely expected that Essentia would win this game as well.
Oh
But
yeah, they
Oh,
smurfed.
yeah.
Like,
they also just had a really good draft. So definitely
Yeah.
a lot of props to Essentia. And then for the last game, we had Soulbound Tsunami taking on
Right.
Tempest, and this game was really short. Soulbound just
I like the
Ran them
Pike
over.
pick. Like, I haven't seen Pike in so long, and I love watching Pike. I don't know, he's one of my favorite supports. But yeah, I really like that pick there. I don't know. That's just me. Like, do I think it's too well in lane? I don't know. I don't play the Pike Thresh matchup. How would that go, Cameron?
Pike Thresh.
Yeah, Pike
yeah.
Thresh matchup.
Usually Thresh is pretty favored actually.
Thresh is pretty good just because he can flay Pike out of
Yeah,
his
that's
hand.
what
And
I-
if Pike
yeah.
can't eat away, Pike.
But he's
is
obviously
bad.
the better player here. No offense. But
I mean, there's definitely Pike has a lot of outplay potential.
Yeah, he
okay.
does.
I think like Pike is kind of like Thresh in the sense
Ooh,
of
yeah,
he has a
the
lot of
re- the-
versatility. So
Team 2 over here did not get a single objective.
holy
They
fuck.
did not.
Those are zeros across the board.
Jungle Diff.
Yeah, it kind of was.
Oh,
it
mid
was pretty
diff.
nuts.
See,
Oh,
he built a
good.
Tiamat. He didn't have a nice vow. That's why.
I think this game, I think their affiliates just didn't really do much, and
He
the
actually
Pike
didn't,
probably
yeah.
roamed. I think Pike roamed. I didn't even watch this game, but I think Pike roamed with the solo laners and the jungler, and that's why they had 100% objective control.
Yeah,
Even the champs that they banned right here, like you ban these champs, help prevent like getting super objective control. So they were just literally focusing this game on just getting souls and tower plating, whatever
yeah.
else.
They didn't even
and
need the
obviously
soul to win this game though. They only
Yeah.
had 3 Drakes and
Yeah,
they still
it's only
won it.
22.
So
Oh,
pretty
that's so
crazy.
sad.
yeah, pour one out for Tempest. They've
Yeah,
yet
they had
to
a
win
weird
game.
team comp as
Yeah,
well.
that is weird.
Yeah, they don't have any knockups except for the Trundle Pillar, which they did do once. They did the Trundle Pillar Yasuo ult, which is really cool. That's really cool. I really like that, but they only did it once.
Yeah, but it's so but you can only. It's not like every single time you can just like flash pillar.
Yeah. It's definitely
Like,
worse than
what
like
world does that
Zac.
happen?
They could have picked Zac, and it would have been better.
100%, Yeah.
Sleeper OP.
He
Mhm.
actually is. Also, there's no tank for Trundle to steal the stats of, so I don't know why you pick it in the first place. But, you know.
Broken
Anyway.
champ, I guess. Trundle their buffs.
Yeah.
in.
But anyway, yeah, that's all the games here for the Friday division, the Cinders division. We can go over to the standings, which are very skewed and very scuffed. because of the departure of CLT Phoenix and Virginia Tech. But
Rest in peace.
It's a lot of red.
yeah, it's a lot of red for them. But Essentia Storm look really, really good. They've only lost to
Yeah.
Soulbound Tsunami, and it's looking like they're just going to be able to beat everyone else too. So really, we're going to be looking at we're going to be looking at seeing if Essentia loses to Soulbound again, because if they do, that's actually really big. But if they
That
win, then
means-
they're definitely first.
Then that means that they're just a different kind of team. They play differently than the other teams. And
Yeah.
what like last split when everyone was talking about like how good like Zephyr was and everything, and I think it was Recon 5. They're two different kinds of play styles. So when they go up against each other, of course I think Zephyr's gonna lose because they're really calm and
Yeah.
Recon 5 was really sporadic. And I think that's actually what happened, right?
Yes.
Did Recon 5 win? Yeah. And I think that might be what is happening with these two teams, might be a flashback to Zephyr and Recon 5. Now, Soulbound Tsunami.
Yeah.
I'm saying that right? Yeah, I'm not stupid. Anyway, is of course not doing as well as Recon 5 was, but I feel like if they pull themselves together a little bit more, I feel like they could be in the top two, definitely. But SPK Defiance is more consistent, so that's probably why that happened.
Yeah, I would agree. I would say that Soulbound, especially if they pick up the second win against Essentia, they're probably in third here, or fighting for top 2 if they can be SBK as well. But
Yeah.
I think even though Imperial is above Soulbound right now, I think that
Soulbound's better.
Soulbound's going to be a little bit better, especially after watching what they did to Tempest in the 22 minutes. Again, pour one out to Tempest.
My bad.
Feels bad for Tempest. but-
Feels bad, man.
Oh, Tempest Gaming. I really hope they pick up a win soon, because right now they're just
Come on,
kind of
guys.
they're kind of the meme in the Cinders Division.
It's okay, guys. It happens. You're a meme one season, then you pick it up next season. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Very true. Very true.
Preach,
But yeah,
preach.
with that, I think we move to the Saturday division, the Ashes division, and that is the division that you guys are in. So that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
The best division.
Picking up I actually agree. Picking up a 2-0. Okay. Well, we'll get into that first actually. So I actually think that
We
you're
both like lean back. We're like, yeah, let's go. Game 1, hard smash.
so I think your division is actually a lot closer to Thursday's division now, and I think that there's a conversation of them being above. I think they're still the top 2 completely. I think that Sunday has dropped down a lot, and then I think that Friday has bumped up a little bit, which I guess is my outlook on everything there. But I think with you guys picking up 3 wins in a row,
Yeah, high five. And then we had to FF1 because
Yeah.
we weren't there. So that would have been 4, by the way.
yeah.
But we'll say that. We'll save that for later.
I think Ferocity's looking all right. They had to FF 2. They had to FF 1. You guys beat them. They
Yeah, and
didn't
then
actually
they
have to
said
FF.
FF. So
Yeah, but you beat them anyway.
Or
so that's
did
nice.
they FF the other game they had to play that week too?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we were the first game that they had to play, and
Oh, yeah, I had
they
to
were
play-
supposed to
I had to
FF
play a
that game,
50-minute
but
game for no
yeah, it was a
reason.
15-minute game for no reason. We still smashed.
Yeah, you still beat them. So, congrats to that. But yeah, I think Akuma is probably my number 1 team in the whole league. So that's a pretty big bump to your division. And then I think SP Cambers is still pretty good. If they can like maybe keep a consistent roster together, that would help them out.
No, that's their strat, bro. They don't
That's
tell
their
you
strat.
what members they're using that
Yeah.
specific week,
I
and
guess.
they roll the dice.
I guess Essentia kind of does the same thing, except they have the same 7 players that just play and cycle through.
No, that's fine. No,
Yeah.
they just
But SBK is bringing in like new people all the time, tossing out
Gotta keep it fresh.
gotta keep it fresh.
tossing out
Him
Timeless
out
to
with
the
the old-
curb.
Oof.
Yeah, and then Hims didn't play the first game either. I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, and then I think X1 Brotherhood's also pretty interesting because they did win against Akuma Katanas. It's the only team that's beaten them. So they're definitely
Again, I think
something
they're
to
both
watch
two
out for.
different kinds of teams.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Akuma Katanas is very, very quick. They're definitely the quickest team in your division, I would say.
I think they're the only team that plays quick in this division.
Yeah.
Actually true. But yeah, speaking of the games, we can get into the games. X1 Brotherhood played against SPK, and they won this game, which is really impressive.
Oh, both the junglers are so bad. I watching that was literally, I just wanted to take a fork in my eye and just both of them out. Like, what are you two doing?
Jinx Tom Kench again?
What is this?
Was this played in like
oh
LCK?
My fucking God, why do y'all keep playing? Oh my God.
They're playing Nico too. It's Glacial Nico mid.
It's
I don't know
Oceania.
Whatever champ you throw, if you throw a Glacial champ mid, they'll probably be useful.
That's probably true.
Full Lethality Vi in a
God,
is that the secret to mid Yumi? You think? Glacial Yumi mid?
Honestly, I think we're on to something. I think that might be true. And then you just gotta go carry jungle. Just play like Graves or something. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty fun. But yeah.
Oh no! When I watched this game, the only person who was really playing well on SPK was their top laner, and it was kind of like the top laner, and then of course he just kind of got as the rest of the team kind of.
Yeah.
But that Vi, I'm sorry, that Vi. I mean the J4 too, but just watching what the Vi was, it was entertaining. To say, yeah, it was entertaining.
That's the word I would use too.
I was like, what are you doing?
It was definitely a spectacle, but it was not good at all.
No.
And he did the second game too.
No, that game was a confidence booster.
Oh man.
For the Jet Black organization.
Yeah. No, their bot lane, X1 Brotherhood's bot lane played really well that game, and then the Diana just had Smurf ults. I mean, what are you gonna do?
It's crazy that every time we see a Braum, they win.
I wonder why. Must be a coincidence.
I'm a Braum one trick, just letting you guys know. I've been playing it on my Smurf account. I have no Smurf account.
Braum
and
pretty
Varus,
good.
Sleeper OP too.
Yeah, Varus is actually.
I think
really
Braum Varus is a pretty nutty lane.
Yeah, I agree. It's really good, and I think the Varus got MVP too. Brown knows. I think he got MVP for that game as well.
Yeah, didn't he pick out a couple people around Baron Pit with his ult?
Yeah. It was pretty nice.
He's Smurf.
He was real good. And yeah, X1 looking really nice. They had the Baron traps that they had a lot of this game were pretty awesome. Despite their jungler continuing to get 1v1'd by the Lethality Vi because he refuses to build armor.
How do you counterplay? Just pure Lethality Vi.
Just AFK?
You build armor. He just didn't want to.
No, AFK, Ult F4, only counter.
No, that was the strategy.
Oh
He wanted full Lethality Vi to blow her whole combo, killed the Jarvan. Now you realize you're playing full Lethality Vi, so you're also dead.
Yeah.
So like jungler for jungler, and then the rest of their team's just more useful.
Team diff, honestly, not the jungler's fault.
And I think Jarvan.
Honestly, get a better team.
Jarvan didn't build armor on purpose.
I remember watching this game. I was like, "Oh, cool! The set is building. The set's building Black Cleaver, so now the Jarvan doesn't have to." And then he builds it anyway instead of going armor. And I was like, "What's the point?"
As a famous challenger once told me, damage is the only stat that matters.
Oh, okay.
Fuck defensive stats. You don't need them.
Okay.
Gray screen, ultimate.
Then he should have gone Infinity Edge. He should have gone all the way.
I think he should have gone Lethality as well to match the buff.
Yes.
Ooh, now
he
countered it.
I think if he EQs in and she Qs in and they both just die at the same time.
An unstoppable force.
I think that might just crash the
object.
Game. Like that. That might just you might just call it.
Lethality Jarvan is the secret.
I actually think Lethality Jarvan J4 would be better.
Lethality Jarvan is less troll than Lethality Vi.
Yeah, it is. J4 still would have won that. Imagine that popping their backline line.
Especially,
I've seen Lethality Jarvan.
If you ult their backline, like you ult the backline as Vi, I think she dies before her ult finishes. Like as she's cruising through, I think she just dies along the way.
Yeah.
Like
that happened. I think that's why he went Guardian Angel. So they
like the ADC.
Oh yeah, so he could live again and do it again.
Yeah, so
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that was not the optimal. Okay, next game. No. We've already discussed this. Next game.
Yeah, we'll see another Lethality Vi game later on.
I'm
excited for that.
Please
one
alert
too.
me when this happens.
I think it's next.
But yeah, this one
after this,
Akuma Katanas, all with their match.
29 kills in 20 minutes.
We don't have to talk about this game.
Braum Gap. Honestly, go next.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about this game.
Braum Gap. Doubtful got a triple kill at 3 minutes. That's really all you need to know.
It's Lee Sin.
They even counterpicked the Lee Sin and they still lost.
Yeah, we're just gonna talk about Braum diff. Yeah, Braum on their team, insta win. 100% win rate.
Doubtful's a smart.
Yeah, Doubtful's pretty
good. That's your mouse.
But yeah, pretty...
Second best jungler in Ash's division. Oh wait, I
Alright.
clicked the wrong game.
Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah, he's a big Lee Sin guy.
Yeah. I like his Lee Sin. I respect it.
All right.
I respect it.
Would you respect it enough to ban it? Because it seems like these
Nah.
other teams are
Now
not
you
banning
pick
the
it.
Lee Sin.
Nah.
Oh yeah, I mean you could pick it. That's true.
See, my ego's too big to ban enemy junglers champions.
Yeah,
No,
I'm the
seriously.
one that goes,
I'm not
okay,
even-
guys,
I'm
we're
not even
banning the
joking.
Rek'Sai, we're banning the Elise.
No, I feel like
whatever
his
else.
Lee Sin's nutty. I feel like my Lee Sin's kind of nutty. Like I may have griefed this week.
No, literally, he lost vision of them like 3 times. It was actually insane.
But-
Cameron gets countered by vision.
I think
losing
whoever
vision,
has first
so.
pick just picks Lee Sin.
Well, yeah,
in
Lee
that
Sin's a
matchup.
blind man, right? So
Yeah. Although I don't know, playing Rek'Sai in a Lee Sin feels pretty
Imagine
good.
not being able to kick because you're blind.
No, I think his Lee Sin's nutty.
it is, yeah. And he played against the last place team too.
Their
so.
whole team's they're very aggressive team.
Not to be rude, but last place team, first place team.
Yeah, I mean, hey, they got 9 kills. Respect.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's 9 more than I thought.
That's rude.
That
Oh
one.
wait, they only got
you
to
know,
ban
yeah.
3 bans.
Yeah, they.
Yeah,
they had
that
some
would have
kind of
won the
delay.
game if they had those extra 2 bans.
Oh yeah, of
They
course.
banned the Lee Sin, and
They banned Olaf instead
they
of
banned the
Lee Sin.
Braum. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know why they banned
Wait,
Olaf. I don't
Olaf's
think
pretty
they.
good too, but I definitely think you ban Lee Sin over Olaf.
Yeah, you banned Lee Sin
mean-
against Doubtful specifically. You do that.
Yeah, he's a nutty Lee Sin, I think.
Wasn't Little Zin the guy who just kept invading him over and over and over again, even after he died? I think that was that game.
That was the game he played Karthus. That was game.
Oh, my bad.
That was
My
the
bad.
next
Oh,
game.
we invade him,
We're
Karthus.
getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah,
My
that was.
bad.
That's when the Karthus Griefer and the Full Without
Who
Divide
invades
meet.
on Karthus?
That was this game. So we can move to that game. He
that's the
invades
one
on
I'm most
Karthus.
excited
Yeah, I want
for.
to talk about that game.
He invades
We
on
watched
Karthus
this-
against
we watched this game.
against the Lethality
actually.
Vi. And
Got the vibe.
oh, this was also the game where Aphelios Tom Kench, the Aphelios kept QSSing as he was getting eaten by the Tom Kench.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
again though, I don't think you take Ignite on Tom Kench.
Yeah,
I think if you're gonna take Tom Kench in a Vi, Kennen, more like you take Cleanse, man.
yeah. Especially
I think-
Leona. You're laning as Leona.
Yeah, like I think
Yeah, like, okay, Ignite is supposed to be either for something like a Vladimir or you're trying to win lane. You're not trying to win lane as Tom Kench. You're trying to
Right.
protect your ADC. Stop being selfish. You're not a KDA player. To Leona, MF, you're not going to kill them. Just
Yeah.
take cleanse.
no, I think Cleanse on Tom Kench is
Jesus.
pretty OP. Especially, I mean, MF Leona is a disgusting.
Yeah, it's a
lane. I mean,
disgusting lane. Like,
my
literally,
man-
you are just a mouth.
my man went
That's
10,
all
1,
you
and
are.
13.
You're just a mouth.
Yeah.
No, like clean KDs from the entire team except Vi, who died 6 times because Ninja Tabby is their only defensive item.
Right.
Hey, at least they built Ninja Tabby this time. We're
I just-
making progress.
I don't know, like I mean, they have Mord, Kennen, and MF, so clearly they're lacking damage. Vi
Yeah,
needs
honestly, yeah.
Vi needs to pump up some damage. I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
they're 10 and 1 MF, no damage.
they win the game. I respect it. I respect innovators in the jungle. I respect that. You know,
Yeah, he went
Just
1
go
and
fucking
1.
tank,
He went
man.
1 and
Just
1
go
on
tank.
Lethality
1
Vi.
and 1 on the
Or
Valley Vi.
Bruiser, even Bruiser. Like, I would be okay even if he built Bruiser. I really think Tank
So-
would have just been better, but
On the tier lists of troll picks, Lethality Vi is below Grass Sejuani. We can confirm
Yes.
that. Okay.
Agree.
but
I agree.
Grass Sejuani wins.
I think does Grass
Oh,
Sejuani
yeah.
beat Lethality Vi though? I think she does. I think Grass Sejuani wins the Lethality
Can we
Vi
have
matchup.
this like in a
I
1v1?
think so, too.
I
Yeah.
need to see this.
Yeah, we'll have
Maybe
to.
maybe I'll play Grass Sejuani.
The
when we play
funniest
them.
thing, the
Okay.
funniest thing is that those are the 2 SPK junglers.
Bro, it's actually a stat.
Maybe they have like a jungle coach that's just like way ahead of our time.
Maybe.
He's
I
from
don't know.
Oceania. No, he's from Oceania.
I mean, yeah, they literally are in the future, so everything's upside down.
It's really,
They'll be
really
the first
something
people
else.
to play Zed Jungle.
Oh my
I hope
god,
they do.
yeah. When they
Oh
put
no,
that in.
no, Daily Peach is a Zed jungle player. I
Yeah, I
can already tell you. He's a
100%
Zed-
can confirm Zed Jungle player. Ghost Darius Jungle player.
Yeah, I think Talon's getting in the jungle too, so he's got some. he's got
Talent
some,
player. Yep, 100%. I see it.
I just okay. If you're gonna build lethality, can't you just pick Kazakhs, right? Am I crazy?
No, you just don't.
There's so many better champions to play Lethality on Vi. But like
yeah.
that's the thing though, like that comp doesn't need Kazakhs. That comp doesn't need full Lethality Vi. Like,
Yeah.
Grass Sejuani. You
I
can
I
pick
don't know.
that.
Yeah, I asked them because I remember interviewing this team. I asked them, I was like, so why didn't you just pick Kazakh? And he's like, oh no, we wanted the backline access and the crowd control.
You don't last
But you don't
like-
get to the
long
back line if you
because
die
you
along the
blow
way.
Yeah,
up.
if you're
Although, wait,
lethality Vi.
I do gotta say, full Lethality Vi is the only level 18 player in the game.
Jungle.
So
That's true.
clearly it's working.
That's true. It's
He
probably
is 3
because
levels up in enemy jungler.
it's probably
Oh
because the
my
Karthus
God,
kept
that's-
invading him.
He was being just fed free kills.
Oh my gosh, that MF had 308 farm at 30 minutes.
Yeah, Smurf MF
That's
player.
kind of insane.
That's pretty big. Not gonna lie.
I mean,
big.
she was farming champions too, so I mean, she probably had all
She
the
probably
in the
was
world.
doing that on accident though. Like she probably killed Aurelia once or twice while she was trying to like cue a wave.
She's like, oh my bad, sorry Aurelia, you got in the way. I'm trying to CS here. You just bought my cannon minion. What the fuck, man? Who's worth more, Aurelia or a cannon minion? Find out next week on SmaxTalk.
Oh man. In this
Yeah,
game, I
we'll
think it
bounce
was
back.
I think in this game it definitely was the cannon minion. Unfortunate for EQ. They are in last place still. Pretty rough spot.
They'll get a win.
They'll come
They'll
back
get
out, yeah.
They'll get back.
I can't wait for the Red Hair Pirates EQ game. I will be tuning in.
Yes,
That
I
needs
will
to
be tuning
streamed.
in for that game. That game,
When is that? Let me look.
that will be streamed. If that is not streamed, then y'all are grieving.
That's a primetime game.
Yes, that is a game.
That will happen 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now.
Okay, 2 weeks from now, everyone has to tune
Put it
in.
in your calendar.
I
Mark your
actually
calendar, save
so
the date.
the other match on that in that time slot is TFT SPK Embers. So yeah, I'm just gonna that's gonna be the match for sure. We have to watch that one.
No, we're definitely watching.
Yeah, we have to. We have to watch SPK or not. We have to watch
their
Red Hair
first
Pirates
win.
EQ.
Yeah, we're watching that.
Yeah, we have to. Okay, that's actually
That's 100%.
that's definitely gonna happen. Okay.
I will tune in. I will donate. I want to see that game.
But yeah, so as for the standings, you guys are on you're on an upswing. You got 3 wins in a row.
We pulled the TSM.
We pulled a TSM.
True.
And we're
yeah.
gonna
We are
continue pulling
TSM.
the TSM.
Yeah, we are TSM.
Yeah.
TSM.
I've got.
Okay,
So
I'm
look at
kidding.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah, honestly,
TSM.
you're
You might be a Jet Black fan too.
you are a Jeff Black fan.
There you go. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for you guys' team.
It's gonna be fun.
Yes.
I think we got a pretty solid roster now. I don't
Yeah.
think it will be changing anytime, unless
Yeah.
someone like dies, which would suck.
That would
But
be
I think-
bad.
That'd be
I think we have
Akko
a-
Taco Mo.
I think we have a pretty solid roster now, which is not something we've had
Yeah.
for a season and a half
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
Really, really exciting stuff. I really like your solo lanes a lot. I think that these are upgrades in both
Dude,
positions.
me too.
Yeah,
it's
me
so much
too.
more fun at jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it when my mid laner comes by and she's like, Emma, I'm here. I'm like, yes, Hiccup, I'm here too.
And then you
she
get a triple
kills
kill.
and we both play. Yeah, and then you get a
Yeah.
triple kill. And then she doesn't wait on my W cooldown. And I'm telling her, I don't have W. I don't have W. And she just goes in and dies. And then she's like,
Yep.
I died. I'm like, you didn't wait.
No, our
Oh,
new team
speaking-
is like
Yeah. Speaking of that, we didn't even talk about your game where you
Yeah,
did
let's
get a
talk
triple
about
kill.
our game. Yeah, let's talk about,
So Soraka.
you know,
Soraka's pretty good. Hiccup on the Ahri. Also
the
really
only
good.
game Braum lost this entire week.
Oh
Yo,
wait,
game
that's
Braum
true.
lost.
yo, that is the ultimate counter. Jet Black is Braum counter equal.
That's
Yep,
actually
that's
true,
it.
I think.
It
Oh,
was a
wait,
Braum. Well,
uh,
at least for the stream games. I
Go
think.
next.
'Cause
Go
I
next.
play
Beat a Braum. Let me see.
Ah,
Oh, okay. Except for Sunday Division. Sunday apparently sucks at Braum because there were 2 of them. But every other
Ah.
division, yeah.
that's not a real
Irrelevant
division. Anyway.
division.
You guys broke the streak. That's the important thing. You broke
Yeah,
the streak
exactly.
of Braum wins.
Exactly.
That dive bot.
We set the precedent for the,
Yeah.
for the following.
Exactly,
Like we taught
exactly.
them how to beat Braum.
Yeah,
they watched
you-
our
Yeah.
game.
Exactly. You instructed them. All right, this is how you do it. You just get a triple
Your
kill.
ADC dies, and then they want a 3-man bot lane with only a Soraka there with her silence up. Go. That's how you beat Braum.
That doesn't work.
You use your
Because-
abilities.
I think he had.
You run around. You don't even use flash because who needs flash when you're triple killing them? You don't need flash.
Yeah.
I really thought I was gonna die there, like 100%. They have an Elise, Braum, Lucian, and they just played it so
Yeah,
fucking bad.
they botched it real hard.
Like no flame, but I'm just a really good player, you know. Like you
True.
just can't counter that with an Elise. I don't know how they put that up with an Elise. Like I don't know why Lucian or was it Braum? Braum, no, it was Lucian that started tanking first, and then that's why he
Right.
healed, and then Braum started tanking, and then Elise went in afterwards. It was so uncoordinated. Like if you're gonna make a dive like that, like if I don't know. I just think
Yeah.
Elise should have gone first. Lucian does the damage and she reposes. Reposes? Is it the
No.
not reposes.
She
Repel.
repels.
Repels does
Yeah.
My
Fiora.
bad. Been
No, they're like
dealing with
the
a lot of
same,
Fiora
yeah.
players.
I think I said that too in this game because they had both.
Yeah, that was.
But yeah,
Like,
it was
100%
a
they
really
killed me
botched
there.
dive. They didn't have an enter strategy. They didn't have an exit strategy either.
No, I think that whole game was pretty grief. I don't even know how it went 44 minutes. I think we were just trolling.
No, we were.
Well, yeah,
no.
it's
That was
because
because the
Azuki
Fiora
was pretty
split.
nuts.
But yeah, the Fiora. No, I feel like Fiora and Lucian were the 2 bright spots of their team.
Yeah.
But I think picking Azir is kind of grief. I think
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we played well macro-wise. I think we listened to the shot calling and we actually stuck to the plan and trusted the shot calling, which I think was a huge thing, especially as, 3 of our players are relatively new to playing on the team. So that's always going to be our biggest flaw. Like mechanically, I think we have some of the best players. I think we have the best mid laner in Ashes. But my bot lane Smurf, Hit 'em Up Rob, is almost always forced on the weak side of the map, and he doesn't complain. He literally he shit on Fiora a couple times, and that's not a good matchup.
Yeah.
Even 1v2.
I think he played very well that game.
He did. Yeah.
I think
and then Hiccup just like breathes on Fiora and she gets one shot.
She just smurfed that game. So what I'm trying to say is jungle diff.
Yeah, jungle diff. Doesn't kick. I literally had more kills than you that game.
Yeah, I would literally.
You usually go like 20-0 anyway, so I was
a team player that game.
Yeah.
I put my ego aside for the betterment of the team.
I don't know. I just don't know how you play Braum that badly. Like, no offense, I'm not trying to flame. Like, he's a sub, whatever, right? Like, I don't understand. You have Braum in a Soraka matchup. You literally you don't have to try and flash ult me. Like, what are you doing? Like, if you want to come and kill me, like, flash auto attack me or something, or like he even flash Q'd. I don't know if y'all are watching, but he like W flash Q'd and he did it the wrong way. Like he threw it like to the left. I was right in front of him and he did it to the left.
Wasn't that on the invade though?
No.
I know on the invade.
No, on the invade he messed it.
They just whiffed the Q on you too.
Oh yeah, I remember the invade one.
That was interesting too. I was like, oh.
No, it was a fun game to play because I think it really. I think that game was a lot of. I mean, Hiccup literally just rolled.
Yeah.
That was her best game by far. She smurfed that game.
Yeah, that was her best game.
Genuinely think
for that long, so she probably has better games.
I haven't watched the mid laners from other divisions, but at least out of our division, I definitely think we have the best mid laner. I can say that with 100% confidence. I think especially our mid jungle team fighting, like 2v2.
It's kind of nutty.
I'm confident.
She's pretty crazy.
No, she's actually insane.
I'm really excited for you guys.
I think like macro. I think we played really well that game. I think we dealt with. I mean, we gave up our inhibitor like 4 times, but we got dragons or barons for it every time.
Right? Yeah. You got a bunch.
We got
of
Dragon Soul.
Yeah,
That's all that matters. Dragon Soul. Easy.
Most of that game was just us waiting for our inhibitors to respawn. I really don't feel like we could have ended that any faster. Fiora was just being a jerk.
Kind of true.
Yeah, to be honest, we don't really have a match for Fiora, except Rob was playing it really well, but
he did the best he could.
Rob was
we don't really have
really good.
No, he played really well.
He did.
That was really hype.
Like he was literally our saving grace. We're just like, okay, bro, we're gonna need you to take one for the team and like just perma push waves. Thanks, buddy. Love you. And he's like, okay. He's like totally chill. I like the fact that our team now is like full of cool-headed people, so it's not no one's getting upsetty spaghetti over having to be perma pushed in or having to deal with a losing lane. We're playing to that really well now.
Awesome.
I like that. It's non-toxic. Okay, we can talk about other stuff. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. My next question was actually related to that. So, as far as like team strength in your division, disregarding the standings a little bit because you guys have now like gotten a new roster. Your week 1 didn't have these players. Where would you put yourself in this division?
I think. I mean, personally, I think we definitely beat because I think the game where we played against SPK Embers, they're the one with the 2 million Fiora player, right?
Yeah, 2 million Fiora player got through draft.
I think
and the Rek'Sai main and the Nautilus main.
We griefed our champs like that game.
Oh yes.
I definitely think we can beat that team. I think we could definitely have. I think we definitely could beat X1 Brotherhood. I think they're a good team too. But
we had them week 1, and the only reason why we lost that game was because as a team we beat ourselves. 100%.
True.
Yeah, we griefed ourselves.
Katanas we have yet to play it. I know they're a very aggressive team, but I think we have very strong laners, and I think it's going to be a lot harder for them to just run around and do whatever they want because I think we have very strong laners. I'm confident. I would say I would put us at a strong second place.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to play them. Katanas. I think that'll be a really good game. I think that'll be.
Yeah.
I think that'll be the real test for our team.
Yeah.
I definitely think we can beat them though, 100%.
Yeah, we just need to not let the game get run over early because that's how they win their games is they finish them really quickly.
Now they're gonna play late game. They're gonna switch it up on us.
Yeah, they might switch it up on us. You're right.
They're gonna pick Vayne.
But I really think
they're gonna get triple lift on their team.
To beat Katanas is basically just keep a cool head and play to your winning conditions. Sorry, no, I'm just saying for teams in general who go against Akuma, like
we're playing Yumi mid.
Shush. No, I think they play really fast-paced kind of shit, and people just kind of fall apart. Like, they play skirmishes, that kind of stuff, and if you don't let that happen, or you just have good vision, like, you're not going to fall to prey to that. So I really think if teams slow down their heads and stop, we're losing, we lost 1 kill, then I think I think they would be easy to beat if you play to that mindset. Now, it is, of course, easy in League to get frustrated and to just lose your fucking mind. But, I mean, that's what competitive is for, is to learn how to alleviate those things. I'm good.
I think our biggest strength is, I think most of the teams in our division, besides Akuma, they play pretty slow. They don't really push their early leads. They kind of just farm up and they'll play for objectives and end the game, 30, 40 minutes, kind of like our games. And I think Akuma kind of, exploits that and shits on everyone. But I think out of all the late game teams, I think we have the best. I think we have the best macro. I think we listen to shot calling the best. I'm confident that we can win all those games. Playing against Akuma, that'll be the test, because we'll have to definitely swap up our game plan for that.
Yeah. Awesome.
So if you want to scrim, hit me up. We're looking for scrim partner. I'm good.
All right. Well, so I assume then the Kuma would be the first place team if you guys are in second there.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it is
EQ Lightning.
Yes, EQ Lightning.
All right. That's a hot take.
100%.
That's a hot take. But yeah, so then if that's the top two, who do you think in that ideal world for you guys, or I guess the ideal world would be first, but in this scenario here, who do you think is going to get into that third spot? Is it
Brotherhood?
Definitely
you think
Brotherhood.
X1?
100%.
I think X1 is the well-rounded team. I think Embers I think they have a lot of mechanically gifted players. I think they can be exploited by. I don't think their macro play. I think that can be exploited, and I think they have a lot of players that are good at certain champions. But I think you can definitely put a couple of their players on very uncomfortable champions, because I think they lack.
They have small champ pools, so if you
they also have really weird champ pools as well.
Very niche.
They have some strange players, but I think
Brotherhood. When you don't know what,
a better team.
Yeah.
That's my
Humble
opinion.
Humble opinion.
Yeah.
Humble.
So as for the other guys here, as for who has a chance to get into playoffs, there's also Ferocity, who you guys beat in that 50-minute game. What do you kind of think about this team? Because before you guys beat them, they had gone 2-0.
I definitely don't think they're a bad team. I think their ADC is a really good player.
Yeah, their ADC.
He played really well. I think. I don't know what's going on with their whole support thing. I don't know who that was they even had. But
that was weird.
I think their ADC is very well. I think their Fiora played the split push pretty well, but I think they committed to the split push a little too hard. I think they definitely still have a chance. I think.
Yeah, we should have lost that game. In all seriousness, we should have lost that game. No, comp wise. No, comp wise. Theoretically, statistically wise, we should have lost that game. But we kind of smurfed the last.
They did have Braum, so we do.
We one shot the Senna with our affiliates.
That was the first game, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. That's who we're talking
about,
not the Fiora. No, we're talking about that game.
No,
kidding you. My affiliates ults from red buff on blue side, Chicken's area, to a Senna who's sitting in river. She literally they get hit by it and boom. Oh, and by the way, why her Banshee's veil was it not Banshee's?
Edge of Night.
Yeah, that shit. Why it was broken was because Hiccup hit an ability over the wall and the Luden's bounce procced it, took it off. My affiliate's ult, and that's the only reason why she died. So it's actually kind of nuts if you watch it in the replay.
That's pretty sick.
That was a fun game.
Yeah, and then we just kind of rolled over them after the Senna died, because the Senna sustain and shit was actually insane.
I think they're a good team. Yeah. I don't think they're better than X1 or
Akuma.
Well, definitely not Akuma. What's the other? SBK.
SBK. Yeah.
I think they're I think they're fifth place, because I predict us going third or second, and I don't think they're gonna beat whoever we bump out.
Awesome. Sweet.
But they're kind of Smurfs.
All right. Well, cool. I guess with that, then we can go to the Sunday division, the Rebirth Division, and this one had some ridiculously long games. We've been having a lot of really long games.
What's the longest game right now?
I think it might be you guys at 53 or whatever. 50.
Yeah, that was
that game. I want to die.
Oh wait, no. I think there was a game off stream that was 56 minutes. Maybe that one was longer.
Lucky. We made the game go on for no reason.
Honestly.
I think I could be wrong. Maybe we'll have to look at the stats and everything.
Oh no, this first game.
Is it the
Yeah.
with
This first
This
game
is
was
the-
the
really
20
long.
and 5 Zaya?
Yeah, this is the Zaya with 100% KP.
Yeah, like that's insane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ateneo
but
is very good.
That's like super impressive. Like that's
Brom diff.
Rom diff.
Brom diff.
Yeah, honestly, it
What are we
wasn't
talking
even, it
about?
wasn't even Zaya.
Yeah,
playing well.
yeah,
It was just
Zaya
Brom.
irrelevant, 100% KP irrelevant. Brom right here, 2 and 8 Brom.
Yeah,
He
Merc.
had 30 KP himself.
Yeah, he did.
Their
have
jungler
Yeah.
had 25. Like they. I mean, I
They
didn't
played
watch
as
the
a
game,
team.
but just from the stats alone, they played really well as a team.
Yeah, this game was like really, really close and back and forth, but OTA Glacial is the team that won. They had they picked up the Infernal Soul, and then they couldn't close with that. So then they got an Elder Drake, and then they couldn't close with that, and then they got another Elder Drake.
Yeah, see, they got 6 dragons.
Jesus Christ.
And there was a base race that lasted 3 minutes at the end too.
Interesting.
It was a crazy game. It was really, really ridiculous. But yeah, Ateneo and Merc are really, really good. I think
Yeah, that sounds like scary bot lane.
I think
Yeah, that's
Ateneo
scary.
is one of the best ADs in the whole league. And Merc is also one of the best supports in the whole league. So I'm
We'll
really,
have to see
really
him on a real champ.
Yeah, get off of
not on
buddy.
Braum. He played
Now,
different
if he,
Get
can
on
win on,
Yumi.
if he can win on Yumi,
Yeah, if you can win on Yumi, best support in the league.
He played
Hands
who did he play?
down.
He played Thresh also that day.
Oh,
So
I
that was-
respect
that. was
that.
pretty
I
yeah, I
definitely
respect the
respect
Thresh
Thresh.
player. Yeah.
good.
for sure.
Yeah, that was a really good game. They denied the Zyrakan from Famous as well, so that was really good because Famous really likes playing Zyrakan. So if you can
I
deny
think
that,
Zaya's, I think Zaya's pretty good ADC.
I think she's just in a weird spot with the meta right now. I think she
Yeah.
needs recon or
She
just some
doesn't-
kind of buffing.
she doesn't deal
buffering.
she doesn't
support.
deal as much damage as the other really strong like ADs.
Yeah.
So
No, she just has a lot of self peel. Like she's very safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that can be.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think
I mean,
I
against
think-
like a
Braum-
Rek'Sai and a
Braum diff.
Jace and a recon. I mean,
Yeah.
will they still recon?
Yeah, well, Braum diff. I mean, MF presses R and then Braum presses his E.
Braum's like,
and-
bitch, no.
I think Zaya without Rakan is a lot better than Rakan without Zaya. I don't think
100%.
Rakan really does anything.
no,
without
Rakan
Zaya.
MF does not sound. I mean, it's not
I mean,
bad.
it's
but
not bad.
No way it's as strong as
It's not
Zaya Braum.
great. Yeah, I would agree. And
Yeah.
they won with that too, so
Yeah, no,
definitely pretty big.
those-
And
I mean, yeah, 100 KP, 100%
Yeah.
KP over
that's
a
ridiculous.
45 whatever minute game. That's
yeah,
kind
it
of
was,
unheard
it was
of.
pretty crazy.
So that means that every single fight that they had, that Zaya was there.
Right.
That's
No, that's,
that's gross. That's just gross. Like just imagining like even for
Yeah.
stuff happening like topside, like Zaya was there. She's like, I'm there.
It was a ridiculous game for Ateneo. I'm really excited to see him play again.
yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be that.
Yeah, I
That's
want to
awesome.
watch one of
Yeah.
their games.
I think they might be able to beat Go Next and take first, because right now they're
He,
tied.
he plays like that again. Hell yeah.
So that's gonna be pretty sweet. But yeah, Famous unfortunately losing that game. They do beat Go Next later, but we can talk about that one after the Go Next University of Wyoming game, which was actually way closer than anyone thought it was going to be. Seeing that Go Next had only lost one game and Wyoming had only
So they're
won one of them.
griefing.
Kinda, yeah. So they didn't have their
It was the
they didn't have
Braum.
their
It was
top
the
laner.
Braum. I think.
Brom diff.
Like, yes, the Braum did lose, but like he made it
They had a
close.
better bot lane than Go Next's bot lane.
No, they're Ezreal.
Why did they pick Alice?
Their bot lane looked like they played really well.
They really did. They actually were popping off a lot. We
Like,
said
things-
it. Yeah, we said it on the analyst desk as well. But I think if Wyoming, I don't know, Weichel, I guess is how you say his name, Witchell, whatever.
Went tank.
If he plays tank Malphite, then I think they have enough frontline and enough team fighting damage to win this.
If Olaf didn't go 2-9 and didn't negatively affect the map, I think they would have won that game.
Maybe they did
I
have more
definitely think
drakes.
the Malphite's the big. Like,
Oh yeah, Malphite definitely.
you and you have Oriana. Like
Right.
once
Just
you
be a
like you
ball
don't need.
carrier.
This
you
is
really don't need that.
this
much
is the Malphite equivalent of Lethality Vi.
No, exactly. Like yeah. Like, again,
Third
like,
place, we're doing a little tier list. Grass Sejuani,
I think it's just like
Legality
it's,
Vi.
I think a lot of it's just the solo queue mentality. Like you
Yeah.
need to
Yeah.
carry yourself. Like you need to be.
And
I mean,
that's what
obviously
do.
you're looking for a big game-changing Malphite ult
Right.
with full AP, but I mean, you just let Oriana ball you and you're full tank. That's kind of a wrap.
I agree.
Like if like they literally have like their strong players are like Caitlyn and Talia. How did Caitlyn and Talia, like how do they survive a Malphite Oriana combo if they don't have
Right.
flashes?
Yeah, they just
And
don't.
like Ezreal is pretty safe in the back line. Like Diana's the only one that could maybe get on him. But again, you have Braum, so Diana kind of just gets fucked.
And Olaf just kind of runs around and throws axes.
I mean, yeah, at that point, yeah, Olaf. He's level 4. He's level 14. Like, just press R and try to distract someone.
Yep.
But
It was really kind of crazy though, because Go Next
Yeah, okay.
really had a really bad day today.
yeah, that looked like a fun game to watch.
Yeah.
Really
They-
unfortunate that Malphite
Yeah, I know.
forgot he was playing competitive.
Oh, it
Five.
sucks. It sucks because I think that
God,
might
I
have
forgot
been
I'm playing competitive.
it might have
That would've
been
been a
Go
huge-
Next going 0-2, which would have been
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, I
That would've been huge.
definitely see that happening.
Yeah. Feels
Um,
bad.
Yeah, still some credit to Go Next though. They did win this game and they didn't have their main top laner, so that's a pretty big deal. But it wasn't just
Fair.
that. Like their Tron didn't look too great, and Seawolf definitely didn't either in either of these two games. So,
Yeah.
and yeah, I mean with that we can go to the next one where they did actually lose to Famous, and Young Mid on this rise was really really big. They had the Zyricon, like I mentioned before. They really
Zyricon
like
looked
playing.
Yeah.
Pretty well.
Yeah, and they had the Zac too. I think Zac is. We already
So
talked about
good.
it. Zac is very very good.
So good.
You
Yeah,
just
you
have to
told-
get
yeah.
through the early game because you can't really
Is-
gank too well early. So at like level 5, Zac is really really good, and then from
Yeah,
then
you
on
definitely
out,
need the upgraded slingshot.
Yeah.
To get but you get it's kind of similar in the way like Rek'Sai. There's so many different angles that Zac can come from. It's kind of impossible to completely play around it. And
Yeah.
I think especially if you just have good vision control and you can come out of the fog of war, it's really hard to play against.
Stupid.
yeah, he's
I
very
love
very
Why
strong.
are people picking Vayne, bro?
Yeah, Kiwi looks
This-
terrible on Vayne.
Oh.
Kiwi
Like,
looked
MF
very very
is
bad on Vayne.
up. Like MF is up. Is Senna up too?
They could have picked Senna. They
Senna's
could have
up.
picked Aphelios, but it was banned in the second rotation. But they could have picked it earlier too.
Yeah.
What is
So-
your strap, brother?
Yeah, I definitely
Oh.
think it's a little
Like Aphelios Nautilus,
Yeah.
that literally beats Zyricon. Like you're trolling.
yeah, the draft's a little all over the place.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I think they're just a little bit lost without B-Way in the top. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
even then, it doesn't really excuse their
I mean, the
play.
Ornn didn't play. He's playing Ornn, but still,
Yeah.
he didn't play bad.
He did.
Is R5 Tonzo on Recon 5? Like,
He
on
used
another
to
one of your
be.
teams?
He used to be on
Mm.
Recon 5, but now he's on Famous. But he still has R5
I
in his
think.
name.
Yeah, I think I said earlier. They did build Ornn upgradable items, so
Yeah.
they are still a better team than CLG.
True. How CLG.
Ah, CLG.
How the mighty fall. But yeah, rough week for Go Next for sure. But all things considered, they do still get a 1-1, so not the worst. And yeah, famous also with a 1-1, they take that win, and they're making up a little bit for their Super Bowl FFs. And then the last game of the night was the Badeeds against OTA Glacials, and again,
Ah, Tinio. What's up,
Ateneo.
my man?
Ateneo is nuts. He's very, very good. He plays Aphelios this game, and he pops off.
Hey, we built Vi kind of correctly.
Yeah, this Vi is actually not too terrible.
I think not full without terrible, but I still think again you guys have so much damage. I really-
Yeah.
Just build tank.
I like the Hex Drinker's good. I don't know. I mean, I guess you go
Mercury.
Triforce early if she probably got ahead early and then just died a lot later in the game. I would imagine.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
watch the game either, but
The lanes got pretty ahead. I think Walls and Axum did really, really well this game.
Yeah.
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 Axum was
100%.
actually just crushing it in the side lane on the set. Like no one
Yeah.
could stop him at all. They had the
Yeah,
Xerath
Set's
and the
scary.
Karthus to try to hit him, but it
God, I
just
hate
didn't
Set.
even really work. Really, really good champion, yeah.
People who have their name as porn star Anivia don't deserve a win. Purple Power Pete, though, he needs the win.
Oh, another Braum loss. Yeah,
Another Braum
Yeah, another
loss.
one.
What is with this division?
That's what I was saying.
Like, Braum is a
it's
free
the
win.
Caitlyn ADC.
Yeah,
brings down the
honestly,
Braum.
ADC div. Get out of here.
Stormrazor
It's 'cause-
ADCs.
It's because you guys taught them how to beat
That's
Braum.
yeah. We set the precedent for beating.
Yeah, you're welcome, Ateneo and Merc. We taught you how to play against
I
Braum.
do think
That's
I do
how it
think we
works.
carried them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's how it works.
But yeah, it was a
they're
really
early
good
on.
game. Definitely
Yeah,
expected.
their solo lanes played really well that game.
Yes, yeah. It was crazy stuff. I'm really
So,
excited for OTA Glacials. And
Yeah,
speaking
they played
of
really good.
looking at the standings here, I think they are going to get first. I think they're
Who?
gonna
OTA and Glacials?
OTA Glacials, yeah.
Who's Glacial? It's the Atinium and
Yeah,
Merrick,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
I think
Yeah,
they're
definitely
gonna
think
get first over Go Next.
Yep, I think they're the best team.
yeah.
Especially if
Which
Go
one's
Next continues
original?
to slump. So original we didn't actually see on stream this week. We're gonna be seeing them I think twice next week though. So we
Okay.
can check back in on them. We haven't seen them on stream in a little bit.
Okay.
I think we were supposed to see them today, but there was a reschedule thing going on. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. But yeah, this top three is actually really close. So that's always very entertaining to watch. Similar
Yeah,
to the Thursday division.
Second round of the round robin will be pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Really
Especially,
exciting stuff.
obviously the games against each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to watch that OT Glacials game. I like their bot lane.
Yeah, they're really good. But for the teams outside of the top three, we got FG Snowflakes and Element 5 who can still get in. The Badids, if they don't lose another game, then they might still get in. And then,
all right, boys.
Yeah, Wyoming and Raj Redemption are essentially already out, so that's pretty rough for them. It's out of their hands essentially.
Hey, they gotta win. You know,
yeah.
That's more than some other teams.
They did get a win.
Don't hang your head.
Yeah.
But anyway, I really like the looks of this division. I think it's gonna be really entertaining to see who gets like which position in the top three, but also if anyone like upsets that and gets in instead of them, that'd be pretty cool.
OTA Glacials, I think, will be number one in this division, though. To be honest,
I agree.
That bot side is really strong in this meta, so having a strong bot lane will just make it really easy for you. Absolutely. I don't know about the rest of the team, but I know at least for their bot lane, like that is 100% gonna make it easier for you to win games.
I mean, the first game the bot lane carried. The second game it looked like the soul laners carried.
Was that the Exium on the top lane? AXM?
Yeah, that was Set Oriana.
Oh yeah, the top laner's good.
So,
they're probably gonna win their division.
Yeah, they're old.
They're just good. They're just good.
Yeah, so I think they're very
good. That's definitely a jungle diff team.
Jungle diff. Yep.
Confirmed.
Yep.
OTA Glacials, you guys have a nutty jungler.
There you go.
I don't remember his name.
Klepto-Bismol.
Oh, it's the Vi player that built correctly.
It's the Vi player who didn't build lethality.
There you go. Just don't build lethality, and then we won't shit talk you. But yeah. So that's gonna do it for our wrap up of the games and such and the standings. We can get on over to our questions. We have a lot of them, so thank you guys so much for dropping those questions for us. I did mention that we have 2 guests today, so give us some extra questions, but you guys did that, so shout out to everyone who dropped us some questions. First one we've got is from Zenny, and he asks us to talk about Anarch moving over to Akuma Size, which we did a little bit. And first of all, I want to say that I think Malstixi was pretty good. I think he was definitely a really solid jungler. It didn't really seem like they had the best synergy with the whole team. So if they have better synergy, even if Anarch is a worse player, which I'm not actually sure he is, I think he worked really well on Wolfpack. If they have better synergy here, then that might just be an upgrade just because of that, even if he's not a better player. So, yeah, I'm really hoping that he meshes with the team better than Malstixi did, because it looked a little bit scrambled. That was a lot of what my gripes with were, I guess, with Akuma Size were. So, yeah. I don't know if you guys have opinions on that. I know you said you don't really tune into the Thursday division all that much.
Yeah.
I just know that Wolfpack needs to get an Ivern player, so Triple Lift can literally just 1v5 every game.
He needs an Ivern player.
So
I don't know who their jungler is going to be.
Their jungler leaving, I think that could be. I think it's a good sign.
It's an upgrade. You need an Ivern player. I know an Ivern jungle player. Just hit me up if Triple Lift you wanna solo carry the game. Let me know.
There you go. That's the team.
Vein.
That's the team for the Yuumi. That's when you pick Yuumi, so you can funnel into him, right?
That'd
be pretty.
I think if you pick Yuumi, you're only funneling the enemy ADC.
Yes.
Kind of true. All right. Well, with that we have 2 questions that are pretty related. They're both about Senna AD carry. So one of them is from Anus. Screeching Anus.
Screeching Anus.
Yeah, I gotta differentiate
because
there are 2 Anuses. in our league, which is shocking that there are 2
Is
of
it
them.
though?
Is
Is it though?
I don't
A
know.
league
And
community.
they're both on Famous Gaming too. So I don't know. Famous
Hmm.
Gaming is just really into anuses. But the Screeching variety asks, is Senna AD carry still viable? And then Klexo of Akuma Katanas asks, why does Doublelift keep building Berserker Greaves on Senna? I thought I heard it was bad on her from you guys. And it is.
Doublelift hates playing Senna. He builds Berserker Greaves
Actually-
because it is grief and he doesn't want to play it anymore.
Last night in the when we were at the hotel, we were watching LCS on the TV,
I
and
was like,
they were even saying like on the live broadcast that like Senna doesn't do much damage. I mean, compared to other ACs,
Yeah.
but Doublelift's damage compared to others is like drastically lower.
3 times less.
Like than other like Senna players.
Yeah.
Like he's just not a
he
good. He
fucking
doesn't.
hates Senna and he's bad at it.
So why he builds it on Senna?
It's because he doesn't want to play it
I
anymore.
just don't
That's
think he-
Yeah.
the logic. See, Doublelift is smart. He thinks, okay, I build Troll, my coach, he's gonna take me off of it.
It has
Grief
not worked.
every game. You don't want to
Yeah,
play
I just-
something.
Oh man.
That's
I think
like-
if you're trying to learn Senna, Doublelift is not the guy to go.
No.
I don't think he likes the champion. I think his ego is too big to play a support champion.
Yeah, she's utility.
Remember when
She's
he
not
remember
damage.
when you played Sona last split?
Yeah, I'm sure he really enjoyed. He went
was
from
like,
Sona to Senna. I'm
just
sure
like,
Yeah.
take me out. I think he literally
He
said
might-
that in
he
a
might play
post-game
Dota
interview.
next
Like,
split.
no,
Yeah, he
like for
did.
real though. I think he said in a post-game interview that he hated playing that shit.
Oh,
Yeah, he did.
So-
he
no
called
one
he
likes
called it
playing
a
that.
dog champ.
No one likes playing that.
So to I don't either. To the Screeching Anus, is Senna AD still viable? Yes, I think it's very much viable. Just in a utility sense, like Ashe. She's not meant for damage, but really for utility for her vision and her ult. So
Yeah.
Senna is kind of the same. I mean, her ult provides like a nutty shield and it does damage and it's cross map. Like that's
No, Senna ult is. I think Senna ult is too good for her not to be viable. I think that
Yeah.
ability is.
fucking gross.
Yeah,
And then
strong.
like the synergy between like her Q and her W and
Right.
Glacial, it's disgusting. Like
She's
it
pretty
counters.
nice.
Yeah, it counters a lot of the meta champions for.
You just have to have
Falling.
damage elsewhere because she's not gonna
Yes.
Oh,
she's not gonna
yes.
deal damage, and
Yeah,
she is
and,
more
what I
utility
see
and stuff.
some teams do, at least from like the other leagues that I double in, is what they'll do is they'll like draft like Senna, but then they'll also put like a tank in the jungle or like Orin top, and then
Yeah.
they only have like the mid laner as damage, so then they just
just doesn't
auto
work.
lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, if you draft Senna ADC,
What you
then-
need is a full without Vi
That's the
with the
whole
Senna
thing.
ADC.
Michael.
I-
Yes, that is the only way. Fully done by is
We're just
viable.
we're just coming full circle. Yeah,
Yeah, full circle.
but
okay.
yeah, her
And then
scaling's
you-
definitely worse than it was after
Oh.
the nerf. The scaling is
Um,
definitely worse.
I don't know. I still don't think it makes her weak. I still think
No, it
she's
doesn't.
very
No, it
viable.
doesn't make
yeah.
her weak.
She-
no,
she's
it just
still
makes
good.
her.
Yeah. Unless they
Not
buff
as-
Storm
Yeah.
Razor again. If they buff Storm Razor again, I don't want to play League anymore.
Yeah, she's her like damage numbers and stuff didn't go down. It's just the soul collection. So like later it gets
Yeah.
worse, but her lane is still very good. So that's what you have to keep
Yeah.
in mind when playing.
She's very
Senna.
oppressive.
Yeah, she's oppressive, but not like Draven in the sense of like she's gonna run
Yeah,
you
you skipped
down.
it.
It's more like
Yeah.
if you okay. So Senna, like how she wins lane in like solo queue, which you really shouldn't be playing Senna in solo queue just because she can't hard win lane, and that's the meta right now. But like if you're against a kind of ADC who just kind of runs at you like Draven, it's really good because of the synergy, of course, between like her Q, sustain, and also the fact that she takes glacial. So you can win lane if Senna wins lane if the enemy bot lane does not trade well and does not know that they need to wait for her to use like her W or her Q, whatever. Because she has very long cooldown, so you play around that if you want to beat a Senna in
Yeah.
lane. But
And her
honestly,
wave clear is terrible too.
yeah, that as well. You can just shove her in. Like Kayla Morgana is good into Senna.
Yeah.
And what are the other ones? I can't think of at the moment. I mean, Nautilus, any hard engage, Nautilus, Leona, those are good as well.
You just don't want to give her a free lane, exactly, because then she can still scale, and then she can just because her like lane damage isn't all that good. You just can't really like poke her out, so you don't want to give her a free
Yeah.
lane. But
Yeah.
yeah, hope that answers your question, Mr. Screech. And yeah, so we got another submission. This is not a question. This is just a flat out statement from
This is a
Just Will.
statement.
This is a
He says-
statement.
He says Ziggs ADC broken.
No.
I think we
That's
just
wrong.
agree with the statement, and I don't think. Okay.
Okay. Play it in a game.
I no like low key though. Ziggs his W.
He's
kinda nice.
he's pretty good. I wouldn't call it broken. I think you have to have a certain kind of team to build him into it. Because he's not an AD carry. He's just a mage. So.
Yeah, are we talking about Ziggs bot, or like are you building like Bloodthirster? Like Ziggs has an AP.
Storm Razor, Infinity Edge, Essence Reaver.
I would assume you're just talking about a mage in the bot lane.
I would assume so.
Crit Ziggs OP.
Maybe just Will is on another planet, and he's
that Oceania coach vibe.
Yeah. I just think that there's better mages to pick than Ziggs.
Probably, yeah.
Still more viable than Lethality Vi.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But yeah, then we've got a question here from Insekiro. Is Rumble in the jungle viable?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Were you in my solo queue game and did you take Omni Stone? Because I fucking hate you. You went 0-12. And it was a 15-minute game. And you AFK for 5 minutes of that. So you do the math.
Well, yeah. I definitely think that Rumble in the jungle not great.
Big no.
He's good in top, and he's good in mid.
I think he's good support too. By the way,
I can see Rumble support. He's a little too slow.
Yeah.
I think he's the best mage support you can play right now. Actually,
I would say Zyra's probably better.
Actually, that's kind of true. Zyra's pretty good.
Yeah, she got buffed recently. She's very aggressive in lane.
Zyra's quite good. I think Rumble's
with all the meta ADCs.
I think Rumble's pretty good though. Equalizer is a nuts ability.
No, it's really good. I just don't think you just can't survive the. I mean, you can make it work, but like if you play against anyone that plays
Nautilus,
yeah,
Thresh.
Well, I thought I'm back to.
Oh, we're going jungle. My bad. I'm thinking of support.
He's not a support player. My boy's a jungler, or he's just.
Yeah, I was talking about support, but like for jungle, you get run over if you're against like Zinjao or something. You can't gank either. You need to get 6. my voice is going. Ah.
Yeah, I don't think junglers that you just AFK till 6. I don't think they're very good right now.
Yeah. No. If you have to wait, you're bad.
Objectives are kind of too important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like once you do get 6, you can fight the objectives.
I mean, if you somehow survive,
his clear speed's also just bad too.
No, it's the clear speed's bad.
He's
and
not
Zed
healthy. Jungle, bro. He doesn't play jungle.
You take quite a bit of damage.
Jungle champion.
The shield's too long of a cooldown.
And you overheat, I just realized something. Is he talking about Rumble playing the jungle position, or is he talking about the skin Rumble in the jungle?
Oh.
Nah, Super Galaxy.
All right, so the skin's not viable either. All right.
Nah, the skin's less viable than Rumble jungle.
Okay.
In my
that's what the Rumble jungle my solo queue game was. He took that skin.
He played the skin?
Oh, if you play
that's
Rumble,
where he went wrong. That's where he ruined it.
Yeah. That's why not because he took Omni Stone, not because he went full attack.
Because that drill bit thing is really cool.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So this question right here, when it says which Nocturne is best, he's not asking if Nocturne is good in these roles. He's just asking which one is the best out of these 3 roles.
It's a well-known.
This is from Aether's J Dog. Which of them is the best? He doesn't include bot lane here. He doesn't say support.
He doesn't include jungle either. Apparently, he says jangle, not jungle.
Jangle.
He clarifies that it's not jungle.
Jangle.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
A funnel strat?
I have no idea what that means. So I'm just gonna say that he means jungle.
But he said not jungle in parentheses.
Yeah.
He did say that, but like
he's gonna be pissed if you assume that if he's gonna be pissed. Because he made it clear.
Let's avoid the jungle, mid or top.
Wait. Hold on. Let's see if I can do something. Bam.
Oh, true. It says jungle now.
Jungle now.
All right.
Definitely did not edit anything.
Definitely jungle. But if you're going between mid and top, I think mid's better just because
you can ult down bot lane, and most bot laners running down
top irrelevant role.
Yeah,
I don't think Nocturne's really he's not the strongest of laners.
No,
the reason he's good is because of his ult, and if you just sit top on a champion that only uses their ult, I think that's kind of a.
I think Nocturne.
You're shooting yourself in the foot.
Nocturne is the direct counter to Kassadin. If you play against Kassadin, you should pick Nocturne.
True.
I was thinking that in my head, but I didn't want to say that because it happened in my solo queue game, so I don't know if it's a viable pick.
No, that is the best Kassadin counter pick for sure, because you have the ult to roam, you have the spell shield for his Q, you have better wave clear than him, and you deal physical damage.
You
So
all-time
his passive
bot.
doesn't do anything. Yeah,
Yeah, you're.
it's nuts.
Dude, you know Kassadin is actually good into Soraka Sona top because he can farm slowly and he also outscales them to the point of where you can kill them.
That's kind of true.
They said that in LCS. So, yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense to me. But what if you lane swap and then it's Nocturne up there? Then you're screwed.
Yeah, Nocturne just hard counters.
Well,
Soraka.
shit, bro.
Yeah.
GG. FF,
There you go.
next.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, thank you for the
So-
question, J Dog. Let's
strange.
let's skip that question. Actually, let's skip Griffin's question. We'll do that one last. So we got one from Young Mid. He says, "Famous Gaming Snowflakes FF a whole week for the Super Bowl, and they still make playoffs." I think do we think this is gonna happen?
Do I think they're gonna make playoffs? No. Do I respect their decision? 100%.
You let go 2 free wins, bro.
Bro, you can't just skip the Super Bowls once a year.
We didn't even watch the Super Bowl. We just ate like chips.
I watched the
and
Super
like
Bowl.
watched.
You just ate
You
chips.
slept. I watched more of the Super Bowl than you did.
I watched the entire game.
Like we were sitting on the couch, Cameron drooling all over me. He's
Not
like,
true.
"Oh my god,
Absolutely not.
who was even playing? I don't even remember."
San Francisco and Kansas City. I was rooting for
Oh,
my
the
boy Jimmy
49ers.
Garoppolo. And they were up by quite a bit. And then my boy Patrick Mahomes, he said, nah, I'm going to win. And everyone on Famous Gaming, or whatever, FG Snowflakes,
They're a
they
bunch
know
of
that because they went
snowflakes.
to watch the games. And yes, they may have lost 2 free wins.
Bro, just watch the recorded version. You let 2 free wins go. GG.
It's not about, it's about the it's about the
$100 buy-in in the drain.
the commercials, the friends,
It's the
family,
Super Bowl worth
the
$100.
food.
That's what you just said.
Yes.
Is it worth $100?
Dude, Super Bowl parties are like the most fun of all time. And I bet
You
they
know
had
your
some
game
banging
is
Super Bowl
only
parties.
like 2 hours max. You can the party is still going if it's a decent Super Bowl party. That's my argument. Speaking of
respect-
parties, we are going to one,
I respect the decision.
and it better last more than 2 hours.
I'll give it like 30 minutes and I'm going home. I'm an old man, Emma.
Yeah, I've taken
All right.
that into consideration.
But yeah, I agree. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. I don't know if
Sorry, guys.
it's I don't know if it's because of that, but it might
It's
end up being
100%.
because of that.
I think
100%,
that's
100%.
that's definitely a big factor.
It is because they're the only team that's lost to Raj's Redemption and University of Wyoming. They're the only
See,
team
and
that's done
Raja Redemption is always going to have
Oh wait,
that
so
over
the team
you.
that I said at least you have 1 win, that was an FF?
Yeah.
Ah, unlucky.
that. Yeah, it's it is yes.
Good.
Famous
Thank you,
gaming
Super Bowl.
thought the Super Bowl was more important than playing the Raj Redemption game. So
I agree.
yeah, feels
know.
bad for Raj's Redemption, but you know you
No,
gotta
it
do what
feels
you gotta
good. They got a free win. On
True.
some snowflakes who
actually
didn't want
true.
to just watch a
They
recorded
canceled
game.
their Super Bowl parties to play and they didn't even get to play.
Yeah. Stop tabbing out of my computer. You're making me angry.
do. All right,
ADHD,
but
bro.
yeah,
Oh, I was reading something.
famous snowflakes taking those 2 losses really rough. If they were against like Go Next and OTA Glacials, maybe you had a chance.
Yeah, it's the fact that they FF'd against free wins. No
Yeah,
offense.
that's why I'm
No,
upset.
no
I'm like,
offense.
I don't think you should have.
But
Yeah.
that's it's gonna
Right.
hurt them because they're
I
gonna
mean,
struggle.
We
to
only
win
had the
next
FF1
games.
game, and that was just because people couldn't play.
Yeah.
No, the first game we threw in like 4 subs, and it still worked out. So
All right, and then we got another question here. Oh Snapsky, he asks, are there any dark horses or underrated teams? There are. It is I think
Us right
there's
here.
it's definitely true. I think Jet Black is the dark horse in Ash's division. I don't think there's
Yeah.
really an argument for any other team there. Maybe Ferocity,
Oh, I can.
but you guys beat them.
No.
So.
No. I can tell you for each division. Us for this division. OT Glacials.
That's
They're
not
in first.
No, they're
Wait, are they now?
they're not.
Fuck. Raja Redemption for beating Snowflakes.
So we're just griefing this.
No.
question.
I'm not grieving this question.
I think
Soulbound Tsunami. I think
that's
they would
actually
be-
true. That they're definitely the dark
that's a good
horse.
one.
Yeah, and I think. See, I go with Wolfpack, but I like Wolfpack. So
Wolfpack.
if they get
I
Ivern
think
Jungle,
that's
they are dark
actually.
horse.
I think Wolfpack is
Not-
actually a valid dark horse.
I
Not
think
gonna lie.
I agree. They got best ADC in the league. They're
They
gonna get an Iv.
they
they're gonna
just
get an
subbed
Ivern
out
player.
they just subbed out their jungler.
They
and
literally
they're
have
they're
double
gonna get
his
an
brother
Ivern
on their
player.
team.
They're probably gonna start playing Lulu mid. So Ivern, Lulu mid, Braum, Vayne bot lane.
No, Yumi. So like
No.
you
We're not-
can't
we
leave
don't-
Vayne alone in
we
a
don't
side.
think-
Okay, we
Only
don't
Jet
think
Black has the capacity to play Yumi mid.
That's our champion. No, we'll whip it out.
Dude, if they would have played Soraka, that would have gone so much better. maybe.
No,
I don't know. It's not my Soraka, so.
That's true.
What are we talking
I
about?
like Wolfpack for third place in that division. I like them.
They're dark. They're dark horse.
They're dark
Definitely.
horse. Yeah, I think. And then for Sunday, I think it's Element 5. I think Element 5 is the dark horse there.
I haven't seen them play, so I have no idea.
I think they're pretty good. They've FF'd a few games, unfortunately, but
Okay, let me see a game from them.
they actually beat Go Next, which is pretty good.
Oh, the dark horse. Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah,
I still think
respectful.
all the teams that are 6-2. I think that's going to be the.
It
top
is.
three
I
teams.
think so too.
I
But
think that'll.
as for dark horse, I think
Soulbound
they have an alright chance.
Tsunami, please just pull
I
it
think
together, boys.
Soulbound Tsunami is a really
Yeehaw.
good pick for dark horse in that division for sure.
100%.
I think they're really, really good. But anyway, we have one more question, and this one is really, really big. This one might take a bit as well. So we're gonna give our top 8 teams, and we don't have to give it in any specific order. He says this is from Griffin, by the way.
Okay.
So essentially, what 8 teams do you think are going to make quarterfinals and above?
I got you. You ready?
I got you. Yeah.
So
You want to go?
are we gonna caveat this and not put you guys in here because it's biased, or are we gonna put you guys in?
I think I can be open and unbiased. I'll start. Number 1, Jet Black. No, seriously.
100%.
I'll just go down.
Yeah.
Top 8.
Top 8.
Aether and LC
Aether,
Gladiators.
yeah.
I think both are. I think Ascension
Sentia
Storm
Storm.
and Defiance.
No. We want Soulbound.
What?
Soulbound's gonna beat Defiance.
See, I don't think I
That's
like
our
your
dark horse. No,
Yeah,
dark
that's
horse.
your dark
Yeehaw's on up there.
No, they're not.
No,
gonna do
they're
it.
no. I'm holding out for my boys.
And probably even like all right, we'll put Soulbound in there.
Yeah, Soulbound.
So we'll put them in there too. Definitely Akuma Katanas.
Yeah, us.
Jet Black.
Yeah, Jet Black. Yeah.
I
Oh wait, how many more does that leave?
And OTA Glacials. Yeah, that's 8. I wasn't counting.
I think that might have been 7.
I-
Wait, did you guys pick 3 in Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, that's 8. Sweet.
Yeah, see, boom.
Cool.
And that's the exact 8 team. Like,
Yeah.
clip it,
Alright.
copy and paste it. That will be the exact 8 teams.
I'm gonna pick mine. I think they're gonna be different.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna actually order mine too. So I'm gonna
Alright,
make it a little bit more interesting. So this is gonna be in order for everyone listening.
in order.
Number 1.
In order.
Number 1, Akuma Katanas. Number 2. Number 2, I'm gonna put OTA Glacials. And then number 3 is Essentia, and number 4 is Aether. That's my top 4.
We're making some big moves
Giga
in this
plays.
top 8 right here.
5 is gonna go for. Then I'm gonna put Go Next at 5. I think.
Respectable.
Number 6 is gonna be LC Gladiators.
Agreed. Respect.
7 I'm gonna put. This is really tough, actually. Maybe I shouldn't have done this in order. Maybe I should have just taken.
He's like, shit.
At 7, I'm gonna put. I put LC Gladiators at 6. So then 7. I'll put Akuma Saiz at 7. I'm gonna take a risk there, and say that they're 7th. Even though I haven't seen them play with Anarch. I think that's a little bit of a risk. And then for
Nuts.
8, you know what? I'm gonna do a risk here too. My 8, Jet Black.
Hey, we did it.
Yeah.
We did it.
And that's not
Better
just
than
because
last
you are here.
week.
That's not just because you are here, by the way.
True.
It's
I'm
because
It's a rocket triple kill.
It's because
I know it is.
I think X1 Brotherhood and SP Campers are overrated. I think that they've been
True.
really, really shaky.
100%.
I think Akuma Katanas has exposed SPK pretty heavily, and I'm pretty confident. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that you guys beat X1 next week too. So
100%. That first week.
I think you guys
complete
are. I think you
grief.
guys are gonna make it into playoffs. I really, really like all 5 of your players actually. I think they're really, really good.
Thank you.
You guys
True.
have put
Thank
You guys have put together a really good roster. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was Moy.
Yeah.
And you help too. Kara's my co-captain. He helps too. But I also run like 2 other teams too. So like I'm killing myself
Yeah,
right now.
that's my pick.
I
And
respect that.
I
yeah,
respect
for
it.
those of you listening in, it's not just because these are my guests today. I actually do think that they're pretty top tier team here.
Interesting fact, Smax talked shit about us last split, so there's no way that is bias.
It was not called SmaxTalk last split. So
It was plays.
It was Play's podcast. But also you guys had some really, really good teams in your division last split, so that was kind of rough. I think that
and we also had different players. Like
I think that your
that was
division,
ass.
I think your team got better. I think Asian Invasion / Katanas got better, and then I think the other 6 teams are all worse than your last division. So,
True. Can't agree.
So that's
to
actually
that.
really interesting. As for, I also, there was a question about like division order too, and we talked about it a little bit. So I'll go into that like right now. I think as far as like number of teams that are gonna do well, I think Thursday's still number 1, and then
Is that
Saturday.
essentially a storm?
No, Essentia's in Friday. So I think Thursday's number
Ether.
1,
Yeah.
and then Saturday,
Division.
then Sunday, then Friday. Because I don't think anyone else in Friday is
Okay.
all that good, honestly.
Okay, so I did the same exact order, except I think actually Sundays is the worst, just
You think
because
so?
all the teams are all even. So I don't think it's a harder division because they're all kind of even. Like in the sense of like, I don't think the better players are in that division. I think all the same kind of players are in that division, which is why they're so close, if that makes sense. So yes, it would be a theoretical harder division to get playoffs since you're all equal, but I don't think the players that do make it out of that division will do well.
Maybe they're just all so nutty. Like, they're all just so
My
nutty.
bad.
So
I'm reading this wrong.
they could be number 1. They could be the
I
number 1 division.
I think OTA Glacials is really, really good. So
Yeah.
and they're in that division. So
I agree. I think they're Giga Smart.
They're
the ones that I like.
they're my number 2 team. So I'm gonna put
Why are
them
they going
above
6
Friday.
and 2, boys? Where's the 9 and 1? I'm pissed.
They forgot to pick Braum a couple
I
times.
guess they did.
They did,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Who did they lose to, actually? Let's look. I'm pretty sure they lost to Go Next for one of the games. They lost to Go Next for one of them.
But they're so rolled the dicey. Like, some games they play like really clean, and in other games they just kind of... I don't know. That's just from like last season, they were more consistent, and then like this season, I'm just not seeing it. Like, it's just very sporadic. And I don't know if it's just like different players or just like different league. I don't know.
Keep doing that with the mouse.
Sorry.
I
don't even mean that as rude, because I like Go Next and I've always liked Go Next, but I just don't understand what's happening over there.
Yeah. No, you're definitely right. I think that they look worse than they did last split, and it's definitely like more scrambled up and everything. A lot of that is because last week they didn't have their top laner, so there's a bit of that there. But yeah, they're really, really like in your face still, but they're not winning every trade. They're kind of just like handshaking like
sporadic.
Even trades, which is not usually what they do. So
it's not clean. It's very messy.
There are no katanas.
They aren't.
Yeah. They're cutting like a butcher knife. I don't know. I'm trying to, like, when I think of a katana, I think of a clean cut, and when I think of a butcher knife, I think I cut the bacon.
I'd use like a a plastic knife.
Plastic knife. Let's cut my turkey, guys. Takes out.
Yeah, they're the plastic knife Go Next right now. They need to get back up to being butcher level. So
they need to get up to butchers as well.
Yeah.
Whip out the diamond bladed.
The Minecraft.
Shit, what is
Minecraft sword?
The sushi knife. What's that called? The sushi knife is like super like you could like cut through your bone with it. What is that called? It's a sushi knife.
I actually don't know.
It's a sushi.
That's what they should change their theme name to.
People who are like,
I don't know what it's called. But
somebody's gonna know what it is.
Somebody out there.
Somebody
out there. Out of the 8 people who watch this, one of them will.
8,000. people.
Now, I told
watch
you,
Hey,
this.
thousand, my
this is
bad.
going to be the most anticipated episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
This will be broadcast
100%.
worldwide.
They want to
Yeah.
know if we're ugly or not.
Anyway, you guys look great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You too.
Even post water park.
Even post
Even
true,
post
actually.
true.
Yeah.
He made me go up the same fucking stairs like 30 times. And I'm just like at the top with the lifeguard. We're both like heaving. And Cameron's like, let's go again all night. We come out of the water park. We go into the car. He's literally like falling asleep. I'm like, oh, all night, huh? Yeah. 5 more hours of this? Yeah, you could totally handle it, buddy.
Sleep is fun. Sleep is a good activity.
Toxic,
Oh,
honestly.
we only got 4 hours of sleep too because we were up all
Oh,
night
wow.
watching
We-
LCS.
You got 4 thousand.
Oh, you got 3 because you
Yeah,
didn't sleep.
2-1.
Yeah.
I was just smurfing.
Whatever.
I was
Sleep is for
researching
the
for the
weak.
podcast
Yeah.
all night.
Yeah, we're prepared.
Speaking of, thank you guys for coming on the show. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for
Welcome
having us.
thanks for being guests. You are now, by the way, welcome to join us for the final like top 20 episode. Because you're a guest, you're automatically invited to make a top 20 list. You can make 2 separate ones if you want. And we'll put
They'll
yours
probably
on
be
the
different.
we'll put yours on the spreadsheet because you guys have been guests. So
Ah. So it's like through all the players, or are we doing like
Mhm.
all-star things where like we're bringing in like staff members, or is it just all who's playing in the league?
it'll be top 20 players. So yeah, it'll just be
Shit.
anyone who's played in the league. You can put them on.
I got a good guess for number 1.
Who's that? Okay, buddy, calm down. I need to pop your ego after this finishes.
Yeah,
Like a
it's
nasty
it's
pimple.
gonna be fun. So you guys can now participate in that. TBD as to when this is coming out, but it is gonna be after week 7. So it's gonna be a regular season thing
What week are we in?
before the playoffs. So
Wait, what?
What week are we in?
What week are we in?
this week is gonna be week 5. So
That's it.
yeah,
Fuck.
yeah.
Oh,
But yeah.
I should've
For
known that.
all of you guys listening in, thank you for tuning in. If you're listening this far, we really do appreciate it. Just listening to us babble on about League of Legends and everything. It's a fun time. This one's under 2 hours too, so we cut it short, even though we
See,
had
we
the-
even rambled. We had
Yeah,
enough
yeah.
time to ramble.
True.
Kept
Yeah.
it clean.
Yeah.
Got enough flaming, got enough information. It was a good balance.
True. But yeah. Thank
And
you
I
guys.
feel like we taught
Go ahead.
a lot.
Yeah.
I was saying, I feel like we taught a lot. You know, don't pick Yumi, ban Braum.
Don't go lethality.
Please don't ban his
Bye.
vein.
Grass
Lethality
Sejuani,
Bye.
bad.
Grass Sejuani is better than Lethality Vi.
Oh.
So, on the tier list of troll picks.
And for triple lift, please learn different champs.
True.
Or pick Braum.
Don't listen to her. Stay true to who you are. Play Vayne every game.
Get an Iron jungler.
Yeah.
Every game. If they ban Vayne, just next.
Yeah,
Yep.
go next. FF.
Yep.
See ya.
But yeah.
Sorry.
It's,
all I got.
it's fine. No, it's true. With that, we're going to close it out. Thanks for listening to this episode of the SmaxTalk Podcast with Emma and Cam of Jet Black. Tune in next week. We got some more guests coming in. And if you want to be a guest on the show, message me about it. That's what Emma and Cam did. And now they have finished their episode. So yeah. If you wanna participate in that, you're an active person of the community and everything. Be sure to do that. And we'll get you on because definitely always looking for new guests and everything. But with that, thank you guys for listening in. If you want to drop us some questions or discussions or hot takes, be sure to do that for next week's episode for week number 5, as this has been the week 4 episode. So yeah, we're gonna close it out there. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.